matchup in 9 years. Dudley, Grimsley. We got a league title to hand out tonight. Two of the best programs in the region, and they're getting after it on a great Friday night for high school football. Thanks for joining us here in Jamison Stadium with the former West Forsyth head coach, Adrian Snow. I'm Evan Budrovich. This Grimsley program, the best in the state the last 2 years, reigning champs, undefeated once again. Dudley's won 5 straight, largely thanks to their defense. Adrian, how do these programs bring home a championship title tonight?
It's great. Great environment, good people. They do a great job coaching, and it's going to be fun. I think got to take care of football. That's it. Get after it, have fun.
Ball security, the man in a nice suit. He's always looking good. And for more on this game, here's Hannah Brady, our sideline reporter.
Yeah, guys, after 9 years, a rivalry renewed. Dudley and Grimsley haven't played since 2016 when Dudley won 47-0 right here inside Jamison Stadium. And now the Warleys look to take back their house in a new era. Grimsley still without quarterback Faison Brandon are looking to the leadership of freshman quarterback Brody Lowe to withstand the pressures of Dudley's defense, because that has been the focal point all week for Dudley is defense. We talked to head coach Stephen Davis yesterday, and he said his message for his guys this week has been all about alignment, assignment, and technique. Because Grimsley throws so many options at a defense, he knows they need to be locked in for this one today. And with both teams still being unbeaten so far in conference, tonight is a true test before the postseason begins and a long-awaited conference showdown, guys.
Thanks, Hannah. It's senior night here in Greensboro. Always a special night for these two programs, and a meeting we've been waiting for 9 years in the making. When we come back, opening kickoff, Grimsley versus Dudley, championship bout here on My 48. Welcome to Jamison Stadium. Here's tonight's weather. Chief Meteorologist Jonathan went pretty easy night. Cold and good for football.
Gotta love it, baby. Gotta love it. It's good stuff. Here we go.
So that's your weather forecast for tonight. We also got some big keys to this matchup. Adrian, if you're Dudley, who's had a lot of success in this region, but 9 years apart, how do they have success tonight against Grimsley?
You got to start fast, because I think you got to believe. Kids have heard all week about what's going on with Grimsley, and you got to limit big plays, 100%.
And then for Grimsley, led by a freshman quarterback, how does he carry the load tonight?
I think he's got weapons. I think that's the good thing. Got to get it to those weapons and let them play. And then you got to just take care of the ball. No costly mistakes, and don't give Dudley more opportunities than they need.
And then for Dudley, it's a senior quarterback, Braden Jeffries. He's a shortstop on the baseball team, a great athlete. How does he help out Dudley offensively
I'm going to tell you, watching him through the week, he's a player. I think as I watch him, he runs it. He's got great legs and moves, but he also throws it really well, does a great job, and he's a big kid.
Jeffries 10 touchdowns this year. They're going to need a lot of him tonight against this Grimsley defense.
Yeah, I think it's so. But he's got some players around him too, so it's not like he's got to do it on his own, 100%.
And then for Grimsley, you were all in love with Hudson Cooper, their star senior receiver.
Listen to the coach. He reminds me of Slash, right? He does everything. Going to play a little quarterback, play receiver, do some different stuff. He's a dynamic player, and you got to get into those people's hands.
Slash, Edward Scissorhands, all the Halloween references this week with Adrian Snow in the building.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Part of an offense for Grimsley. 45 points tonight. There's Darryl Brown, who's riding a 24-game win streak. Maybe the best program in the state and across the country right now.
He does a great job. He's a good person. He's got a lot of people, good people around him, former head coaches and stuff on his staff. He's done a really good job and got some guys that are going to be head coaches.
And then Stephen Davis for Dudley, a lot of success. 27 of the last 30 games they've won. Just short in a region final 2 years ago, building a great brand at Dudley.
He's amazing. He's a great guy, great disciplinarian, does it right way. He's had great assistants as well. Some have moved on, which is cool. He's got some new ones now that have stepped in and done well for Coach. He's awesome. Love him.
And in league conference, Dudley's 5-0. They've won 6 straight, largely due to their elite running game. And Grimsley, who hasn't dropped a contest in 2 years, they're looking to go back-to-back as state champions, but that all comes down to a league title game tonight. This
is what it's all about. At the end of the year, you want to be playing for something, and you are, so it's awesome. Glad we get to be a part of it.
Chase Holmental ready to kick it away. Adrian Snow, well, he's retired from coach. He's never retired from football. He's with us. Hannah Brady down there, Evan Budrovich here. Let's get this league championship party started for the Metro 6-7A league title.
Get your mind right. Here we go.
And let the games begin here at Jamison Stadium. Returnable kick for Dudley. Here's the star running back, Michael Boone. Boone gets a block to the outside. And a nice play out past the 30. Well, there's the starting early for Dudley. And Kingston Davenport gets 45 yards.
Oh, it's great. I think it sets you up great field position. And now it's kind of got you to believe. And here we go. Let's get going, see what happens. Yeah, look, great return, great blocking. Had a missed tackle, but he just kept coming, and that's what it's all about. Did a great job, and they got the ball right at the 40. Here we go.
Dudley fresh off a 54-point performance. Braden Jeffries excellent in that win over Southwest Guilford. But this is the heavyweight fight, the two best teams in this Metro 6-7 conference. Jeffries works here for his first play from scrimmage. That's a bad snap, but a nice recovery. And on the ground, an early hole. Look at that running room. Robert McCollum breaking into the red zone. Well, there's 40 yards in the blink of an eye.
Sometimes the snap being bad holds the defense because they're thinking the ball's going to go somewhere else. And then all of a sudden, here you go. You know, made a good cut. Hey, the boys up front getting at it. Here we go. Good run. Got you setting. Pretty in the red zone.
47-yard run. Couldn't have drawn up a better start for Stephen Davis's program. Back on the ground here. Jeffries rolls, pitches. Tremendous pursuit by this Grimsley defensive line, escorting him out of bounds. Jaden Warlaw, Andrew Rogers, who played at Dudley a year ago, he makes that stop.
100%. Great job. Now we got some cloth down on the ground. Good option play there. But Grimsley did a great job stringing it out. That's what you're supposed to do.
Here's the Mountain Fried Chicken starting offense. We noted Boone and McCollum.
Yeah.
1,000 yards combined for those two running backs.
Well, you're looking at a three-headed monster with Boone, Jeffries, and McCollum. I mean, those guys can run it.
Here's our first flag of the night.
Unsportsmanlike both ways. That's not a bad thing. Let's let them know that we ain't going to take no mess. But then again, we're going to still let the guys do what they got to do. So the kids have got to play.
Sets up 2nd and 13 off the penalty. Jeffries last year was the backup at quarterback to Jasir Crawford. He's excelled as a senior. Gets the snap here. Big hole up the middle. Bouncing loose. There's Michael Boone Jr. He's a yard short. Explosive run at 10+.
Great counter play. Pulled the guard and tackle, kicked him, and we got the guy. He was rocking and rolling up in there. Good job by the offensive line.
Michael Boone, the lone 1,000-yard rusher in this conference, and defensively, Mountain Fried Chicken lineup Drew Searles, veteran senior linebacker, and this staff loves Jaden Wardlaw on the outside.
Yeah, just a great athlete, does a good job for him, and he's a good player.
Grimsley's defense, 17 turnovers this year. And here's Sakai Hicks, the slot man in motion. Back on the ground, and that's right at the sticks. Big decision, had to get to the 5, and they're just short.
Going to be close, yeah.
Do you go for it here on 4th down?
I think, yeah, momentum, you want to try to get going. I mean, it's a big play both ways, because if you get a stop at Grimsley, all that they've done is big. But I think Coach will end up going for it here, see what happens. That's why he makes the big bucks.
This is first-year offensive coordinator Denoris Best. He's been on the staff for multiple years, but a huge decision on 4th.
Good guy, does a great job, Coach. He's been there with him a long time. He's a faithful assistant, done a great job.
Brand new offensive and defensive coordinators for Dudley.
Got to call timeout here.
That play clock was down to 2 seconds.
It's okay. Get you something good here. I mean, just make sure it's right, because I think this could be big. Big momentum.
Given the fact Grimsley's won 24 straight games, you're spot on. You don't convert here, it could open the floodgates for Grimsley.
Yeah, I think because, momentum and emotions in a big game like this, they happen. But if you go down here and you can stone them, hey, you kind of set the tone. Hey, we've weathered the storm a little bit here, and now we've got to go play. So, but again, Dudley is big for them. I mean, if they can get it convert here you go. I'd go back and run the counter play that they ran to get the first down.
Grimsley's defense last week surrendered 2 first-quarter touchdowns, special teams play, and then an 80-yard score. This is an important first stop for Joe Rigsby's defense.
Coach Rigsby does a great job. They have really done a good job when it comes to they bring pressure. They're 3-men front most of the time, but they're always going to bring a 4th. So there's always going to be somebody coming. I hope Coach Best drawing some up good here. Here we go.
Dudley leaving the offense out on 4th and short.
Quarterback counter.
Jeffries finds Boone, cuts it up, and there's the first. Good conversion on 4th down inside the 5 to the 3.
Came back, ran the counter play into the boundary. Pulled both guard and the tackle. Got him a first.
Inside the Cook Reynolds red zone. That's a Crescent Ford first down, right of the game in style, an F-150 on the back of Michael Boone.
Yeah, did a good job. Got those guys up in there. Here we go.
Dudley this year offensively, it's 300 yards rushing a game. Last year it was Nasir Newkirk and these great receivers that are now at the Power 4 level.
Coach does it. He wants to run the football and play good defense.
Here's 1st and goal. A blitz coming. Back to Boone. And gets half a yard there. 2nd and short coming up.
Some tough sledding in here. You got a little different. Now they're bringing more pressure because you're down here close. It kind of makes it sometimes a little tough down in there.
47-yard run from McCollum opens up this drive for Dudley.
Quarterback sweep here. I watched some tape earlier this week. I think could be something that could be good here because you got a leading with a back. And, again, the quarterback he's a good player and he does a really good job, Jeffries.
Here's play 7 of the drive. 2nd and goal. Jeffries powers forward, and he's in. What a start for Dudley, running the football right down Grimsley's throat for 6.
Not a bad call by Snow. I said run the quarterback sweep, and that's what we did. Nice play, good blocking up front. Give it to a good player, and he gets it in the zone.
This Dudley program has dominated with offense in Metro League play. Efficient drive.
It's a sign of Coach, and that's who he is. He wants to run the ball and play good defense. He's done a great job. Good start.
That's a run-a-home with a triad touchdown. Run-a-home where property owners find their perfect fit. And it's 7-0 Dudley on the extra point. We'll take the timeout. Adrian, how about the running game here of Dudley?
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Nice play. Good for quarterback. Getting ready to go. Nice.
Welcome back to Greensboro. Tonight's game is being streamed live on YouTube and Facebook. Tip Top Roofing help us out tonight. Big Family Football Roofing, and what an opening drive for Dudley. 7 plays, 61 yards, an emphatic running game for Stephen Davis.
Yes, again, got you start off with a great kicking play, the kickoff, and then it kind of got you going, and then offensively had some big runs and put it in the box, and it was nice.
This Dudley program said if we can win the first quarter, we have a great opportunity to upset Grimsley tonight. That is an important first drive.
Oh, 100%. It's all about the start. Kids these days is mentally, it's like, hey, can you believe? Because they've had a lot of people, you're playing Grimsley, da-da-da. But this is Dudley High School. Dudley High School football's been good for a while. So I promise you, they ain't going to back down. Coach is awesome, does a great job, and I know he's ready to roll too.
This is a 50-year rivalry, a lot of tradition, 50th all-time meeting, a lot of history.
Yes.
They've been 9 years apart, but now they're friends again in conference play. And here's the short pooch kick from and Grimsley gets it out to the 34. That was Michael Williams, the star running back, on return.
Yeah, those pooch kicks, man, can be tough as a coach because now you got to deal with it and make sure you catch it. But guy got it, and here we go. Now we're going to see if they can respond.
Coming into the year was Faison Brandon's show, the 5-star All-American. He's committed to Tennessee now. Brody Lowe, the last 10 weeks, impressive as a freshman.
I watched his first high school football game. The dude can play. He can spin it, and they do a good job of getting him into good situations.
He anchors this Mountain Fried Chicken starting attack. 17 passing touchdowns for Lowe. The lefty goes quick outside. Finds Caden Cato, star receiver. And Cade makes a couple men miss. There's a gain of 7 on first down.
They just do such a good job of making you defend the whole field. You just don't defend the box. You got to defend the perimeter. And they get him a good throw, easy throw early, and get him rolling.
An offense with 5 different receivers that have scored a touchdown. They spread the ball very well here at Grimsley.
Yeah, Coach Tripp is awesome, does a good job, and he's been doing a good job for a while.
Now the tight end in motion. Here's a quick second down toss. Great explosive play. Streaking down the sideline, and Cato's caught. Good pursuit by Robert McCollum defensively.
Again, make you defend the whole field, give you some eye candy with the jet sweep action. But at the end of the day, we're going to turn around and get out there to the player. Got the big 75 out there making something happen. Here we go.
Cato, who missed the opening game against West Charlotte, but he's been explosive in the last 9 weeks.
And he showed it there.
That was a gain of 30 right out of the jump. And this young freshman, Brody Lowe, unfazed by a big moment. Here's a handoff. Williams into a pile. And he's spun down by Zayden Carter, the junior defensive lineman.
Yeah, just ran a little counter action, looked like. Again, jet sweep action. Used to call it eye candy. We want to get them linebackers thinking something else and then stick it up in there.
This Mountain Fried Chicken defense, Devin Cotton has 15 sacks, an elite pass rusher.
Yeah, big kid, long.
He leads the state in sacks this year. But now it's 2nd and 6.
But that's the good thing about the screens. They don't give those kids a chance to rush. Slows them down.
Brody Lowe, the first freshman that this Grimsley program's had in 6 years to start as a first-year player. And he feeds it inside. To have that composure, that ability to run this offense, what's impressed you about Brody Lowe?
I think that you said the word, composure. Again, I watched him against West Forsyth his first start. And I'm going to tell you what, I walked out of there going, I am impressed. Because it was a great environment, very much like this. And he looked unfazed. He might have been. I always just talking about being a duck. Got to be calm up top, paddling like you know what underneath.
And in this region, think of Jacob Smith at Reagan 2 years ago. True freshman wins a playoff game for a program over Winston-Salem. Here in Greensboro, it's all Brody Lowe tonight. And that's incomplete. Wanted Hudson Cooper on 3rd down. Great coverage to break that up. That was Jazeer Watson.
Nice play. Nice play. Got him out in space. Again, threw it out there. Another screen. Threw it out there. Hey, guy came, made a good play.
It looks like Cooper's kind of indecisive there on that catch.
I think you got to look it in. He's looking to try to see what happens. And so here we go. Looks like going for it on 4th.
Chase Holmental has a decent leg. He's hit 45-yarders this year, but leaning on the quarterback, Brody Lowe.
We got about 4th and 5 here. Again, I would dare to venture you go come back with some type of screen. That's what they've been running.
Lowe on 4th down. Quick toss. It's well blocked. And there's the first. Nice jet sweep to move the chains.
Nice jet sweep. Got him speed, space, and here we go. Make something happen.
That's a scholar athlete for Grimsley, Kyan Battle, the senior slot specialist.
Yeah. Again, just treat him like a running back. Get out there, get the lineman out there in the space, and got to make a cut.
Kyan Battle, Koski Barnes, Caden Cato, all with college opportunities at the next level.
Unbelievable. They just got so many guys. Last year it was the running back. Now it's all the guys on the perimeter.
Now in the red zone, here's first down. Right back to him. And Battle spins, and the football comes loose. Hold on, was he down?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, he was ruled down at the 5-yard line. Very dangerous.
Yeah, it looked good. And then I saw the football and also saw a helmet.
Yeah, that forces big D lineman Zayden Carter out, and Skylar Williams comes in.
Ran a little counter, GH counter.
There goes the helmet. There goes the football.
And here's what I used to tell guys. At the end of the day, don't ever put it on the ground. It might be down, but don't put it on the ground and give an official a chance to make a mistake.
Michael Williams, the tailback there. Williams gets it here, hits his own man, and Williams spun down. He's just short of the end zone at the 2.
Very shy. Again, a lot of motion, but again, the motion is not so much about giving it to him. It's about basically getting the people on defense to look at it so you can stick it up inside there. 24
rushing touchdowns this year for Grimsley. So explosive. And now a quick timeout to discuss. That's the defensive timeout for first-year coordinator Pat Neal.
Yeah. I don't know, just trying to make sure you're getting everything right. I mean, you're down here close. Just 3rd and short. So, I mean, 3rd and goal. But, I mean, if you can get a stop here we go. I mean, gives you a lot of momentum, so I understand it.
Darryl Brown earned over 100 career wins earlier this year at Grimsley. He noted his first matchup 9 years ago. His team got a difficult loss, right? They were blown out by 40-plus. He was excited to see his Grimsley team all these years later respond against Dudley.
Yeah, he talks about I think it was 47-0 to be exact. But I think the thing about it is he talked about this in our meeting about how they've wanted to play for so long and they just couldn't match it up. It wasn't because one team was scared of the other. It just never worked out because they were always working around a non-conference. So now it's in the conference, and here you are, big matchup, big-time football on a Friday night in Guilford County.
The battle for the city and the battle for a league title.
Yeah.
We're not just handing out my 48 trophies. We're handing out everything tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a whole lot more than that.
Grimsley, top 20 in the state and in the country right now. Playing some elite football, but here they are in 3rd and goal. There's Hudson Cooper now in at quarterback.
Slash.
Cooper signals the man in motion. And he keeps it. Cooper stays forward, and he's in.
Gosh, there's some big blocking out there on the perimeter.
Hudson Cooper following that big blocking, and he punches it in for a nice 2-yard score.
Yeah, when you bring him in, he adds an element of the run, right? And that's why he's there. So he gives you a chance. I mean, low is great, but that's probably not his forte. Now you put it in a good player's hands, and when you do that, they make you look like you know what you're doing.
Grimsley back-to-back 3rd downs to punch that in. And now the kicking game. Chase Holmel won a state title with a field goal last year. He goes right back to it here after the run home of a triad touchdown. Where property owners and tenants find their perfect fit with better interest rates these days. Good news for America. There's an extra point. We're knotted up at 7 apiece. We'll take the timeout. 5 minutes to go. High score in first quarter here early.
Yeah, great drive. Got to finish. Again, you had 2 third down conversions and got it to a great player, put it in the zone.
How about the Dudley faithful? Tonight's Beatty Plumbing fan cam. Beatty Plumbing, straight flush, beats a full house. Just 10 minutes separate these programs, and they're loving it tonight at Jamison Stadium.
Got a lot to cheer about. It's got a lot to cheer about. So, yeah, it's great.
Both clubs with 9+ play opening drives. Hudson Cooper gets in for Grimsley. Now Dudley gets the football back.
See if we can return that thing like we did the last time.
Now that kick goes into the end zone for Shakai Hicks.
Always a big deal to make them go 80. You know what I'm saying? If you go 80 less, got a more chance to make mistakes.
Well, the first drive, it was a 47-yard run that sparked it. How do you replicate that if you're Dudley?
Well, I think you got to go back, and a lot of emotion was in that game, but in that drive. But now it's come back and let's do the little things right. Let's get after it, and here we go. Take care of the ball and make it happen.
Just one turnover the last 5 games for Braden Jeffries. Huge talking point for Stephen Davis this week, head coach.
100%. You got to take care of football, and that's the way to get football game.
Dudley started the year 0-3, but played 3 teams ranked in the top 25 in the state, including Cardinal Gibbons at the 7A level. There's a quick stretch handoff, and that's erased.
Yep.
No gain on first down.
Had a little fumble there at the end, but I think he was down. The man was doing it. Trying to string it out. Grimsley did a great job stringing the run, and here we are. You know, second 9.
Look at Cassie Barnes coming in, the South Carolina commit, making that stop.
Yeah, again, he's a great athlete. Coach, we were talking about moving him around some.
Yeah, he switched from safety to like a nickel linebacker.
Yeah, outside linebacker, yeah, long.
They love his speed on defense.
100%. Helps you out.
You ever have athletes like that? You just pick around spots and put them somewhere?
Yeah, they're called good ones.
They're called players at the next level as well. There's a short gain of 1 on second down, collapsing on Michael Boone.
Yeah, I mean, I think now you see Grimsley's kind of getting into what's going on. I think that's a part of it early. You got to figure out, hey, how are they trying to attack us, and what can we do to make an adjustment? And I think that's a part of what we've set in the first drive up until now. Coach Rigsby's kind of got him over there drawn up on the board, and here we are.
So it's 3rd and 9 for Braden Jeffries.
3rd and long, it's tough situations.
Motions out, Kuzmina. Jeffries running. He spins out of 1 and loses the football. That's a fumble, and Grimsley's all over it.
Yeah.
Andrew Rogers facing his former team with the recovery.
Big play. Big play. You get it. Nothing wrong with the scrambling, but you got to take care of it when you do. I think he was trying to look down the field, see what he could see, and end up getting knocked out. And that's where, you don't want that to happen, because now you give him short field, and here we go. Again, trying to scramble, just end up getting hit, and it happens.
What an emotional response for Rogers playing his former team, and he gets a fumble and a sack right there. Back to work low. Slant route incomplete. You don't see many drops from Caden Cato.
Sometimes it happens. Great pitch, great. Just didn't have the catch piece, right?
Hey, the World Series is tonight. You got to be able to do both.
Yeah.
Good old Shohei Ohtani, who can pitch it, hit it, and do everything.
Well, he's the best probably to do it in my lifetime. But at the end of the day, sometimes it happens. So as a player, guess what you got to do? The most important play is what?
So your team Shohei over team Babe Ruth?
Oh, 100%.
Best to do?
Well, the problem is that my man, I like him because he's in my lifetime. I never got to see Babe Ruth. I got to see Shohei Ohtani play.
We'll pull up the old clips one day. There's Kyan Battle in motion and a whistle.
Got a little timeout action.
Gerald Brown wants to talk it over for Grimsley.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a formation issue or what, but I saw him sprint down there, showed his athleticism. Coach here, like I said, most important play is the next one.
So at halftime of this week's Medical Minute, the NCDHHS, they manage the delivery of health and human-related services for all North Carolinians. That'll be coming up at halftime, a little Medical Minute. How about our Adrian Snow Minute? We got a minute to kill here. How do you think Dudley can respond here after the turnover?
Well, if you can hold them to 3 at least, that's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Because then emotionally that kind of flips back to you and what's going on here. Because, again, I mean, it happens. But guess what? Turnovers are in every game. It's just how you respond to the turnover. What I mean by that is, one, Grimsley, how do you respond? Can you put points on the board? Dudley, can you hold them to 3 because of where they're at? Is a big deal here. So we'll see. We'll see. 2nd and 10.
Grimsley's offense, it's 55 points a game in league play. They have rolled through this Metro Conference. Undefeated, but the offense is clicking here in the month of October.
Little screen action right here.
Okay, Nostradamus. Instead, it's a handoff, and that goes for a gain of 1. 2nd and short, or 2nd and long coming up.
Yeah.
You know, Tony Romo makes a living calling those plays. But
He does. He does. Oh, I thought it was, I tried it. I'm over here guessing. Yes, 3rd down. That's right. I was guessing. I did guess the one. I did guess the touchdown run. I did watch enough tape to know that was coming.
There's Brody Lowe, who this staff said he's catches on so quick with the offense. He's learned it from day one.
I think he talks about how he's composed. Even at practice, he's talking to wide receivers about what to do, and he's a freshman.
He's playing for a league title tonight on 3rd and 7. Goes on the ground. Good bounce back for Shoemake, and he's short. 4th and 2 coming up.
Yeah, Coach talked about Shoemake and how he's kind of come on I think he's a sophomore. He's come on, starting to get more carries, got a little pop for him.
They call him a thicker Mitchell Summers, who was a 6,000-yard back here.
I'm going to tell you right now, if you put
who was on ESPN this week for his performance at Sacred Heart. We'll touch on that throughout this game, but an elite running back.
Unbelievable.
Maybe one of the best in FCS football this year as a freshman. So 4th and 1 decision. Low feeds Shoemake. He is at the sticks, and he might be short.
It's going to be very close. I'm thinking no.
What a stop for Dudley's defense.
Great emotional stop. Again, Stephen Davis is about what? Running the football and playing great defense. That's his calling card. Did a great job there. Got up in there. 12 was in there just getting it. Hey, you just bottled it up. I mean, you think, hey, we're going to get a yard. But the Dudley Panthers, man, they got up in there and made it happen.
This defensive line, that's the anchor of this Dudley program. Huge stop by a big man in Zayden Carter.
Always had great D-linemen. Always had them. And they've always been elite.
So here's Dudley back with the football. Huge 4th down stop. Jeffries, quarterback design. And Braden runs into a pile of whirlies. Gains 3 that time.
Great start. I mean, we used to call them drive starters. What can you do to basically just get them sticks moving early? Put it into your best player's hands, let him make something happen, and get you something positive.
It's 9 rushing touchdowns for Jeffries. He's a great red zone threat. And now Dudley backed up 2nd and 6 after the fumble.
Yeah, he lost his mouthpiece. He had to go get it, though. Got it. Here we go.
I hope he doesn't put that right back in. Instead, a handoff. There's a nice bit of running room. And Michael Boone Jr., the junior back, is about a yard short.
A little grass ain't never hurt nobody. Boone, I'm telling you, he's, again, watching tape, he's a good player, runs downhill and makes some things happen.
So I shouldn't do that with my child's pacifier?
Oh, yeah. You'll visit. Well, it's your first, so you won't. If you get more, you don't worry about it. You just wipe it off and you move on. Maybe the first, Mama gets a little crazy about it.
Baby girl Ruby at home, don't be listening tonight. There's 3rd and 2. The running game heavy for Dudley in this first quarter. Back to Jeffries. Finds a nice hole up the middle, and there's 10 yards on 3rd down. Great vision from the quarterback.
100%. I mean, they're running a designed quarterback run. They're basically spreading you out. You get a lead block by the running back. You're adding a running back because of the quarterback. So you're adding people, which is nice.
And we saw in the AFC Championship game last year, Josh Allen running these QB sneaks. He'd go to the same spot every time. Jeffries, very elusive. He found the right hole. He didn't just follow his center. He made an adjustment.
Yeah, he's following that big left guard is what he's doing.
Cameron Abrams at 340.
Yeah.
I'd follow him, too.
Yeah.
From Sioux Plantation to Jamison Stadium.
Nice.
There's 1st and 10. Back to Boone. Looks to stretch it. And Boone gets corralled. Think about a Joe Rigsby defense. They swarm to the football.
Yeah, and they normally get better. That's the biggest thing. Big Abrams thing. I'm an offensive line guy. Now I'm short and ain't big as those guys. But Big Abrams, he had a great block there as well. Good job here in the first quarter. Man, let's go.
The battle for the Metro League title, 7 a pop through 12 minutes. Entertaining start here in the heart of Greensboro. When we come back, second quarter action in our My 48 game of the week. Okay. Welcome back to Jamison Stadium. These Grimsley Whirlies are top 20 in the country in high school football right now. What a battle with league rivals and city rivals, Dudley Panthers. Contrast the styles in the first 12 minutes.
Yeah, I think the great thing about it is a lot of people love what Grimsley's doing, and they're doing a great job. But the Dudley Panthers, they're not enamored. I mean, they've come here to play, and it shows.
Dudley 14-1 a year ago, just short in the state playoffs. They have a ton of experience. But first-year starter, Braden Jeffries moving the chains. Here's second and long. His first pass of the night. Deep shot, incomplete. Excellent coverage. And the safety, E.J. Davis, came over.
Long throw. Far hash to the boundary. That's a chuck. Did a good job, but also gives the defense a chance to do what? To get over the top and make a coverage. So that's one of the big things there. I used to always get on to my conference coordinators throwing deep balls that way. Not to say you can't do it, but that's one of those things that happens.
Well, last year's offense had Nasir Crawford, double-figure touchdown, C.J. Neely, now at Boston College, and then Cordell Bartley, who's also in the ACC, 1,000 yards. There was so much talent on the outside.
100%. I think you got to figure out times to take your shots. You know, now you're third and long, so let's see what we're going to go back to, Coach Best.
Vermont Carmack, he comes in for a quick discussion, but now a delay of game.
Going to make it third and longer.
What's your philosophy? Do you use a timeout in that spot, or you let the penalty kick in?
I think there I would probably have called a timeout, and the reason being is just because I don't want us to be too far back. And again, it's a field position game ultimately in football, so I think I probably would have called one there just because.
That was Dudley's first pass of the night, 1 quarter in. And there's a long 3rd and 13 for Jeffries. Jeffries rolls out. He elects to run it, and a late flag on a hard hit from Battle. He'll be short of the sticks.
It's a hold.
Which negates the run.
But you're probably going to decline it and make them punt it, is what I would think he would end up doing here. Hold on the sprint out. Happens a lot when you sprint out, especially if you're reaching them. But I think he did decline it.
And for those watching at home, the home press box is on the opposite side, so we're not doing mind tricks with you. They're looking the right way.
Hey, they got 2 press boxes, so it's nice.
That's why the Whirly is facing the other direction. It's all part of the home design here at Jamison Stadium.
Been that way for a while here.
A great TV setup on this side of the field. So here's the punting unit. Andre Cummings to boot it away. Short kick. And takes a Grimsley bounce out past the 45.
Yeah, kind of like my golf shot, right? Backing it up. I don't think he meant to do that. He wanted to release it. It just didn't happen. Now bringing that defense back out. Here we go.
And this offense worked with such elite timing on that first drive. Ball was out within 1 to 2 seconds.
Yes, 100%. I think that's a part of getting him going and seeing what was going on. You know, probably the second drive happened because of basically they were down there at the goal line, so they didn't have as much space. So now you're back out here in midfield and see what happens. You know, in the game I watched them early in the year, they're a big screen team, perimeter team.
Led by the tight end, Rutgers commit DJ Howerton up top. Here's Cato stretching outside, and Caden gets 5 yards on first down. Grimsley's ability to feed the wide receivers in different ways, that makes this offense tough to stop.
Well, at the end of the day, you're treating them like running backs. You know what I'm saying? They're athletes. So you put, at the end of the day, I used to always say you put in athletes' hands and make them look like you know what you're doing, and that's a good thing. That's a sign of a good offensive coordinator. You find ways to get it to the people that need to get it, you need to get the ball to, and let them do things like that.
Well, in this region, think of Mount Tabor last year. Snook Peterkin, the Virginia Tech standout. They gave them the ball in all different spots. Yeah. Won 8 games last year. And this is pushed out of bounds. First down completion here.
Thought a really quick, just hitch. Nothing wrong with it. You don't have to be pretty all the time, run all these concepts. Run about 6 yards out there, stop, and let's throw it and hit it. Now we're losing a little momentum.
It's a tip-top roofing first down, and the officials have to get the chains set before play's ready to go. No chains in the NFL anymore.
I kind of like it. Yeah, I watch the Broncos a lot now with my man Jaquan McMillan.
Did you watch that 33-point fourth quarter?
I watched the whole game.
Yeah, you did.
I watch every game he plays.
You a Sunday ticket guy?
Oh, yes, have to be, because I mean, that's my guy. I mean, he's like my son. I watch him every night. Me and my wife, our Sunday is always about the Broncos. Never was a Broncos fan, but I am now because my boy 29's out there, and I love him.
He's a triad football fan, that's for sure. Longtime West Forsyth coach Adrian Snow. There's Darryl Brown, who's done an elite job at Grimsley. Just 3 losses in the last 4 years.
Yeah,
the state title mixed in.
It's good. It looks good in that white jacket. I like it.
He looks comfortable.
Yeah, he does. He looks good.
Last time we were here was in the 20s, and Huff and Grimsley were going back and forth in a 40-point barn burner.
He looks slim, unlike Snow.
That's why we have him in the booth.
That's right.
There's a fresh set of downs. And the running game. Good hole for Michael Williams. He'll get at least 6.
Great counter action. Pulling some people, pull and kick. Here you go. And again, he talked about Williams and how he's done a good job for him. And I talked about it, even replacing, last year's running back. I mean, it's just hard. But at the end of the day, hey, great job by the guard there. He logged the puller. I mean, he logged the defensive lineman.
There's a quick toss and another drop for Cooper. Hudson typically with elite hands, but that right through his fingers.
But I'll tell you what, even if he'd have caught it, the Dudley Panthers are on it. Great job out there on the perimeter by the defensive back. Did a good job. I mean, we're just throwing a little slip screen out here. 23, I think it's right.
Yeah, Jazeer Watson.
13, yeah.
Stop.
Yeah, great job. He was right there on it.
Speaking of Michael Williams, his dad, Toby's the running back coach, and that connection's so fun to see unfold this year.
I think as a dad, get to coach your sons, they got to be awesome. Just being around you, I mean, that's ultimately what you want to do. You want to be around your kid. You're going to enjoy that as you go.
That incompletion, though, sets up 3rd and 4. Shoemaker the game at running back. And a toss to Battle. Kyan follows a block, and he's just short of the sticks. Good stop defensively.
As a head coach there, I think that's one of those things where Coach Brown's telling Coach, hey, you got 2 to get it, or you got 1. So you kind of know, kind of going in, what you're going to do. So looks like we're rolling, so we're going. So
the heavy package comes in. Skylar Williams, a 4th defensive lineman in for Dudley.
Yeah, and here we're spreading them out wide. I don't know if it's going to be one of those things where you're going to throw a screen out here and try to put.
Here's 4th and short. Low with it. Low goes end zone. He's taking a shot and a catch. Hudson Cooper finds his golden mitts in the red zone.
Great pitch and catch. Great pitch and catch. Sometimes you got to take a shot. And they did.
35 yards into the breadbasket of the star receiver, his 10th score.
Nice job. I think it's one of those things there, depending upon coverage, you probably got man coverage here. They got man coverage. They feel like their guy's better than their guy. Here we go. Throw it up and let him go make a play.
And the trust in Cooper, who had dropped back-to-back passes, makes a big catch there.
Got to keep swinging.
Man, you're in a baseball mood tonight, Adrian.
World Series, baby. Let's go.
Chase Olmental on for the extra point after the run home of a triad touchdown. And a 1-score lead for Grimsley. 6 plays, 54 yards, and a perfect bomb. Talk about putting this in the breadbasket. Lowe finds his senior standout. 1-score game early in the second. Tonight's game is being streamed live on YouTube and Facebook. Tip Top Roofing helping us out tonight. Faith Family Football Roofing. And in the fourth quarter of tonight's game, we'll be highlighting the school bus stop of the game, NHTSA. Every state, Adrian, you got to stop when the school bus has those stop arm out and the red lights are flashing. You can check that out in the fourth quarter. NHTSA helping us out, and this kick goes into the end zone. So Dudley's special teams that were huge on that first touchdown drive held in check in the second.
Yeah, again, when you kick it in the end zone, like I said the last time, you don't give them the opportunity to take it to the 40 like we did in the first drive, which is nice. Big drive for Dudley here. Big drive, emotionally.
And then at halftime, we'll have this week's Medical Minute presented by NCDHHS, managing the delivery of health and human-related services for all North Carolinians. That's coming up in about 9 minutes. Might take a wee bit longer, but 9 minutes of football time.
100%. If them guys won't throw no flags, we'll probably be closer, but it'll be nice.
Only have one flag tonight.
Don't talk about it.
I may have just jinxed it.
Yes. Again, baseball.
Braden Jeffries going to work on first down. He scrambles out. And there's a late flag.
I'm worried about what that is. Where it was thrown.
Could that be a holding based on the spot?
Could be a holding on Grimsley is what I'm thinking. Just because, I don't know, it might be holding on Dudley. Because, I'm thinking it depends on where it was at.
But it's a running play. It's not a passing play.
Correct. But I didn't know if he was sprinting. Like sprint action, that was what made me think it was maybe that. But they were blocking, so you're probably right.
That is on the defense.
Yeah.
Is that more not allowing the receiver to run a route, per se?
100%. It's almost like sprint action, and that's what he was. It was a sprint pass, so it wasn't a quarterback run, and he was holding him, and that's what happened. Good call by that's a tough call by the official, but he made it.
Yeah, that was John Deere on the call. So it's 1st and 10 after the penalty. Braden Jeffries, first-year starter. He's a team captain. He was on the homecoming court at Dudley, and he weaves through traffic. Nice gain of 3 there on first down.
3 yards ain't bad. 3 yards, get started. Just quarterback power right off the gate. Get vertical, get you some yards, get the drive started White. Here we go.
Grimsley defense that's allowed less than 100 yards rushing in 3 straight games. They get after it on the D-line.
A lot of pressure, a lot of movement up front, and those guys are long up front. That also helps.
There's 2nd and 7. Jeffries looks to stretch it. Jeffries gets caught from behind. Wow, great pursuit from Kyrie Milner, another 3-year starter and captain on this defense.
Good shoestring tackle. And I was going to add, that D-line, Coach Meekins that coaches their D-line has been coaching the defensive lines in Guilford County for a while and does a really, really good job. Good stringing them out and making a good tackle there. Sometimes it ain't got to be pretty. You just got to get them on the ground.
Kyrie Milner, 3-year captain. They use him for checks and changing plays, the line of scrimmage. Love his leadership defensively. Now a big decision here on 3rd and 6.
It's a big play in this drive, as you know.
Quarterback rollout. Jeffries gets a block, and he's going for it. There's the first down. Oh, they rule him short.
Yeah, it's going to be close, right?
Right at the sticks. Oh, there they go. Yep.
Yeah,
we had a late movement of that foot forward, half inch.
Yeah. I like the call. It's run-pass option, sprint pass. They've got to defend the pass. But guess what? We can get it into a good player's hands, and he can make something happen, and like he did. We used to always tell him to hit the hot route. The hot route was what? You run the ball, and there ain't nothing wrong with it. Guy made it happen.
Put it in the hands of the playmaker. Over 50 yards rushing for Jeffries. He's been fantastic with his feet. No completions yet tonight. Oh, tough snap. Jeffries hanging on, and he gets popped. Drew Searles comes in, the all-conference senior linebacker.
Yeah, big hit. Good job. Again, the biggest thing is he held on to the ball. It's going to it doesn't, he didn't cough it up because the snap. But I think it was one of those things he was trying to run before he's trying to find his way. Got to catch the ball first.
They call Drew Searles the heart and soul of this Grimsley defense that nearly leads the state in turnovers forced. They are really tough to score on this year. And another long 3rd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Maybe another sprint pass.
Quarterback keeper. Nice decision on the read option, and Jeffries gets 7.
I think they're doing what they're supposed to do. You know, they run the football and they've ran it well. And even though it was 2nd and 10, we're going to still get positive yards. Try to stay on schedule, and you got back on schedule now. Got a chance to get a first here.
Hope you get your clock on schedule next week for daylight savings.
I'm not a fan of it, but anyway, it is what it is. I can't change it.
We might have to change that next year if the politicians get their votes right.
No, Lord.
They got to open the government first.
Them dudes anything that's in the store.
Here's 3rd and 4, and the play clock's ticking down to 4 seconds. Boone in motion, and he gets the snap. Jeffries on a nice block, and he follows his Dudley convoy for a first out to midfield. Well, the playbook's pretty simple right now, but it's working.
Yeah, I'm one of those things. It's nothing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And at the end of the day, get it to a good player's hands. Let him get first downs and make good decisions, and he's doing it.
How about 100 first-half yards rushing for Dudley so far?
Yeah, and again, what that's doing is that's keeping that offense off the sideline. You know, their offense is standing over there. You can't get it to those wide receivers if they're over on the sideline.
A drive that started back at the 20. Jeffries, bad snap, and he makes something of it. He'll get 3 yards there.
I don't know if I'm going to say it was a bad snap, but he was looking at it before.
And a late whistle.
Golly.
Who was pushing who?
They're trying to stay out of the middle of it. Yeah. In a game like this, I understand they got to take control.
Here comes the penalty. Oh, it's on the defense.
Yep.
So that'll escalate.
Put you in
the word I was looking for was expedite. Expedite that drive.
Yeah, that's right. I can't spell it, but I understand it. So
pop in an SAT word or two every once in a while.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing wrong with that. That just get you over, get you in your territory now. It's just.
Let's watch the end of this play.
Yeah, again, drop the snap again, and then here it is. They're just getting in there together, and probably a little bit more extracurricular. And the white hat said he didn't want it, and guess what? That's why he's got that little yellow hanky. He made it happen.
That was Kyrie Milner with the spin down. So now from the 33-yard line, good field position, but movement here for Dudley.
Yeah. We used to always ask, who are we trying to trick here? Sometimes we'll trick ourselves.
Who are you trick-or-treating next week with, though, is my question.
I'm going to set a bucket of candy out on the stoop.
Oh, yeah.
And let them have at it. And when it's gone, it's
next
gone.
Friday is the last week of the high school regular season.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing next Friday. I don't know.
You going to be with us at Reagan and East Forsyth?
I might come over and hang out and watch. Yeah, I might see. Yeah.
And it looks like West Forsyth's about to clinch the CPC here later tonight.
They're rocking and rolling right now, it looks like. Rocking and rolling. Nice.
There's 1st and 10 after the penalty. Jeffries. Oh, no one's out there. And it's almost picked. Not on the same page with Sakai Hicks, the sophomore.
Yeah, I think we definitely had a misunderstanding of what's going on. It almost looked like it was like a screen and go, and we just didn't have the go. You know, definitely. That's what it looked like, and that was tough.
That ball was a sitting duck for E.J. Davis, who has 3 picks this year.
It's almost like a punt. Go back there and fair catch it, and let's go. 2nd long.
Dudley's been on schedule this entire drive, working ahead of the sticks.
Still got 2 downs here.
No completions today for Jeffries. He throws this time. Now he runs. And Jeffries spun down. Loss of 2 there.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're trying to get him a completion for him. But again, my thing there is if you can make a run and get it positive, you got 2 downs to get something. And he tried to make something out of nothing. You know, again, he just didn't see it work. He's trying to make something happen. Just slipped on the ground. Big 3rd down play. Looks like they might call timeout here.
Yeah, play clock's down to 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And 20-year head coach Stephen Davis is standing right by the official.
Yeah, Coach Davis is letting that clock run down as long as he can. shorten the game here and see what happens. Got that toothpick in his mouth. Coach Wood always has a toothpick in his mouth.
A pencil in his ear and a toothpick in his mouth.
Always. But I'm telling you, he's one of the best guys in this business. And he's always been doing it the right way, respectful, like his kids do. His kids do an amazing job. I'm in school there a lot with what I do job-wise, and he's amazing.
For a Dudley school that started 13-0 last year, they were rolling in this part of the state until they lost to West Charlotte deep in the playoffs. Last 2 years, Dudley and Grimsley have been as good as anyone in North Carolina in terms of success here in North Carolina.
100%. Like I said, everybody talks about Grimsley, and they've been great, don't get me wrong. But those Dudley boys have been pretty good, too. And they've done some great things, and I think you probably use that as a little bit of motivation. And you see, Coach, he's right in the middle of it. I mean, he's down there coaching it. You know, he stands off, he lets his guys work, but when he needs to get involved, he gets involved. Big third down. So the question is, you don't get it here, do you punt them deep and try to pin them and try to make them drive it? Because you played pretty good defense here.
Dudley is 3 for 6 on third downs, but that's been on the ground with Jeffries.
I don't know if it's been this long, yardage-wise.
Have to get to the 21-yard line. Jeffries runs out of time. He fires a fastball incomplete and pass interference. That's Ramir Harris-Dupree, who's upset in coverage.
Yeah, I looked like they were trying to throw the fade ball, and then they double covered him. They were to the single receiver side. Looks like we had the fade ball. Hey, they had it covered. He tried to make something with his legs, end up making it. I'll be honest with you, he definitely.
That's early.
Yeah, and he's holding him. His hands are around his waist. Again, if you're on the Grimsley side, you don't like the call, but when you look at it like that, you got to understand it. I get it.
Now, in the high school game, it's just the 15-yard penalty.
Not automatic
So
first.
Not the automatic first, third and short.
But you still got 2 downs because you don't count the down. So that's a big deal. Now it gets you back on schedule, and you can do what you really want to do, run the ball.
Michael Boone, the 1,000-yard rusher, checks back in for Dudley, but it's been the Jeffries show tonight.
I bet he's going to turn it again.
There's 3rd and 2. Nostradamus finds Jeffries, and he's spun down. Loss of 1 there.
I think he played into their strength. You got to follow the back. If you look at the back runs up in there, lead up in the back. We all know sometimes you want to bounce it, but when you bounce it, you basically play into Grimsley's strength. Got long kids that can run. So Boone's up in there, follow Boone up in there. Stretched it out, and made a play.
Great stop by Cassie Barnes in this defense.
4th and 5. Or 4, looks like.
This is a huge drive. Grimsley gets the ball first in the second half. And a timeout for Grimsley.
Timeout Grimsley, their second. They have 1 remaining.
Must have saw something they didn't like.
Do you consider the field goal here if you're Dudley?
Well, I think how comfortable do you feel with that? You know what I'm saying? Do you feel comfortable with it? And I think it's one of those things, momentum-wise, depending upon how good I felt about it. If I felt like, hey, let's get 7, let's get 3, let's make it happen. Hey, do you got a good call here? You know what I'm saying? You may say, I feel comfortable with this call. Let's roll. It's all a feel thing. I got a lot of gut. So at the end of the day, you go with your gut. And sometimes it tells you that's what you need to do. That's what you do. But and right now, I think it's a momentum thing for him. He wants to kind of keep it going. So we'll see what happens here.
Longest win streak active in North Carolina. These Grimsley Whirlies searching for a 25th straight win. It has not been easy here in this first half. Dudley has dominated time of possession. They're running the football, but face the 4th and 4 here.
Again, you're keeping their offense off the field, and that's a big key. Because they are explosive.
So both Boone and McCullum on the pitch here on 4th and 4.
2 back action.
Jeffries Play action. He's rolling. Jeffries dodges Rogers. Intercepted. Great snag by Cassius Bostic. And that's Grimsley's 10th pick of the year.
Great job. Great job of the defense finding a way.
I'll take the timeout. How about this stop by Grimsley?
Yeah, just good job. Good pick. And here we go. Making something happen.
Five-star quarterback Faison Brandon. He has not played the last 2 months of the season, but he's heading to the All-America Bowl. Tennessee commit with a pregame honor rate. It's senior night here at Grimsley. Chance to honor him in his last home game of the regular season. And the All-America Bowl trophy was on hand to honor Faison. Special moment for one of the best quarterbacks in the region this year.
I'm going to tell you what I tell people. Yes, he's special. And my dealings with him when I come over here and work, he's a class act. He handles himself well, and that's awesome. You love it.
Ends his career with over 6,000 career passing yards, won a state title a year ago. Now this next generation, Brody Lowe, who they say, hey, in 4 years, watch out. This kid could be maybe not as special, but he's right up there with him.
I'm telling you, he's got a great start. You know what I'm saying? He's done a great job here in the beginning. It's been nice.
Lowe goes on the ground. He follows a big running back in Ty Shoemake, who over the last half of the year, Adrian's eaten up a ton of carries as a sophomore. They love his size in the backfield.
Yeah, I think Coach talked about how he's grown into the position. He's kind of gotten better and better, and they feel like he's going to be really good for them. And, again, being a sophomore, it's nice.
Shoemake already has offers from Virginia Tech, among others, as a sophomore. He's a big-time back. Sets up second and about 6. Right back to him. And Shoemake gets a couple more.
Yeah.
That's the linebacker jumping on him. Samir Horton with the stop.
I think you look at what Grimsley's doing is that now they're trying to get back to running the football. Again, kind of get going here and see what happens. You got plenty of time, and there's still 3 minutes and a half. Set some stuff up. 3rd and short, your own schedule, which is nice.
Now, Dudley's defensive line, they've held this running game in check in the first half.
Yeah, but I think it's a combination. One, Dudley's played well there, but I don't know. We've done a lot of perimeter screens. I think sometimes hey, we got to get back to running the football and doing some good things, and that's kind of what they've got going here.
There's 3rd and short, back to battle. And Kyan, he's right at the sticks. This is going to be close. They rule him short.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to pull that NFL measuring tape out like we normally do.
I thought you were going to say tush push, and here comes a whole new unit.
Punt. That's a big stop for Dudley. Big stop.
Oh, now they're going to measure this.
It's close. The only thing this does, it gives you a chance to think about what you want to do.
So stay tuned for the My 48 halftime report. We'll have this week's Tatum and Atkinson Scholar Athletes, interviews with the coaches, principals, and more. My 48 Sports, your home for local sports.
Looking where it started, I think it's going to be a little short.
And here comes my favorite part of high school football. Will the chain game be accurate and straight? But if we get it on path, I think we'll get the spot here. We got one chain guy going over there, one chain guy waiting for the rest of the chains.
Did the chain break?
The chain snapped.
Yeah, I think it did.
Now we got to get the 10-yard marker and attach it
Oh, my gosh.
to the device.
So now everybody's going, what's going on?
Is that 10? Is that 11?
Yeah, the Dudley people are going, oh, no. What is going on?
Put the cap back on. It must have snapped with all these no-huddle plays. Did the chain magically get longer in that minute?
We're going to see.
No, he's definitely short. That's a full yard.
Yeah, he's short.
And the chain just snapped again.
God.
Who needs the chain? Okay, no. So he's short, right?
He is definitely short. And it's short.
That's like me and you with a belt. We just keep stretching that belt out, hoping it fits.
I promise you.
Oh, there's the rest of the chain. So if this becomes a chain malfunction the rest of the game, I'm not sure how we handle this.
Two things. As a program, you always got multiple sets of chains, and you basically you got somebody ready to fix it. So it'll be good.
Now, who's the handyman here on this Grimsley campus? That presents a good question.
They got somebody.
Evan Fancourt, who's a great athletic director. He'll find somebody.
Coach Fancourt, I think I saw him on the sideline. His mind is like, oh gosh, we got to get this fixed. Got to find a way. But still looks like going to punt it.
That's a tremendous stop for Dudley's defense.
I think it won. It's a great stop, but it's a big mental thing that you got that stop at this point. Because if they went down and put it in zone, it's 21-7. It's just a different looking game. Punt them deep, see what happens. Because your defense is playing pretty good. I mean, I'm not saying Dudley's done some really good things. I mean, what is it, 12 minutes and 57 seconds keeping the ball? It's big.
Here's Chase Holmental. Holmental sends it away. And a fair catch there to 25.
At the 24-yard line.
It's good.
Take over their first 10.
Hey, my man caught it. That is the lost art in high school football. Catching the punt. So many people are scared to make the play, to drop it, lose yards. My man caught it. That's awesome. I'm a fan. I can take it every day.
So the game plan's been milk the clock, play 3 yards at a time. How does Dudley manufacture points on this drive?
Well, I think, again, you got to know when to take your shot. But, again, I think you got to be crazy. Don't get too crazy. Don't come out here and start slinging all over the field, not like you've done. Run the ball and try to run it effectively and get yourself in a situation where you could take a shot. Going back with two-back action.
It's been the Braden Jeffries show in this first half, all on the ground. Final minute of this first half. Jeffries goes to Boone. And Boone keeps pushing that pile. He'll get 4 to 5 yards there.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Good drive starter. Like I said, staying on schedule. Got a minute and 43 seconds. That's nothing wrong with that at all.
But Dudley not playing with a ton of urgency here. I feel like you're playing for points there, all right, if you're Dudley?
Yeah, I think, I'm not saying you aren't, but it's one of those things. Right now, you're in a pretty good spot. Depending upon what you do, you don't want to get yourself in a situation where you throw one, give it to them, they go score, changes the whole momentum of this game.
Instead, 2nd and 7. Now it's McCullum. He gets to the outside, and he'll be close to a first down.
We used to have a thing. Well, who are your home run hitters? What is your home run hitters? The backs, the quarterbacks, they've been their home run hitters. Not to say they've not done some stuff with their wide receivers, but, hey, you give it to those kids, see what happens, and go from there. But Coach Davis is running this thing on the sidelines. He's letting them know what's going on.
Grimsley does have a timeout here for 3rd down if they need it.
Might not be bad to call it if you get a good stop here.
Final 30 seconds of this first half. Jeffries. He'll run it. And Jeffries is short of the sticks. Good stop by Andrew Rogers, the former Dudley player.
Quarterback power, and the coach called timeout, and we're going to make them punt it. And again, it's all philosophy. You know, some people are more conservative, some people are not. So it just depends on what you do, you know, and how you feel at that time.
Now I could see Grimsley using those 20 seconds to heave the ball downfield.
Oh, because that's who they are. That's what they. Hey, maybe run a slip screen and go, something to the effect of that. If you get the ball in a good space, yes, you could see it 100%. Use your timeouts and make something happen. Does Grimsley have one left? I think they may have one.
Yeah, each team's out of timeouts.
Oh, maybe out.
The graphics are never wrong. Always trust the graphics. We got you covered.
Golly, I didn't see I'm learning.
Well, see, there's yellow dots underneath the names, and then when they use the timeouts, the dots disappear.
Guys,
That's called elite graphic work.
And it's called training. You're training in snow. I get it. Y'all having to slum it tonight with snow over here.
It's after we teach you the insides and outs of television.
I love it.
It's time to punt. Low scoring first half in this battle for the Metro Conference title. First meeting in 9 years. And now Andre Cummings on to boot it.
Been a good meeting.
Ooh, Cummings nearly has it blocked. And that punt takes a better bounce. So 17 seconds left.
Got some extracurricular. I'm not sure what's going on. We do got a flag on the ground. The Dudley pants sometimes gets me. I don't know if there's flags or the pants.
The gold on gold.
Gold on gold, yeah, that's right. And then they discuss. And guess what happens when they discuss? Somebody is getting ready to get it.
Wow, holding on the defense. That's enough for a first down. Does that change the mindset with 17 seconds?
From what I watched in the first part of the drive, I'm potentially thinking no. But
because I think you get 2 plays to throw it 30 yards and then try to kick something here.
Do you have a trick in the bag? You know what I'm saying? Something that you think. But again, you look at what's going on with Grimsley. You know, it's not like they ain't going to be prepared for something like that. You got to be prepared because, they've been running the ball at you.
And look at this field position, though. You're in a great spot if you're Dudley to get 20 yards and go for it.
Got a chance. Yeah, 100%.
Clock stops on first down at the high school level.
Correct. Going to bring them out and see what happens. So we've got both backs in the backfield.
Fresh set of downs after the penalty. Jeffries. He's running. Jeffries just gets out of trouble. That blocking's having a tough time today.
Yeah, I think try to go chuck it deep, see what happens, see if you can make a play.
They triple team Vermont Kermack, and there was no room to throw it.
Yeah, that helps.
That ends a competitive but low-scoring first half here in Greensboro. Braden Jeffries running for his life all night, but the defense of Dudley doing its part, holding Grimsley in check through 2 quarters.
I think both defenses are playing pretty well. They're doing the best they can.
As we get ready to talk to Darryl Brown, both clubs looking for adjustments, entertaining first half, and now we go down to Hannah Brady.
Or do you want to see in the second half?
I hadn't liked very much. I think we're playing very undisciplined, selfish football, and I think we got to be a lot better in the second half.
Defensively, how do you continue to stop the run of the Panthers as well as Robert McCollum?
Yeah, other than the first drive, no, we've done a pretty good job defensively. They have picked up some big runs, but I think we're playing better up front and rallying to the football a lot better.
Thanks for the time, Coach.
Thank you.
Well, stay with us. We have a whole lot more coming up here on the My 48 Halftime Report. Coming your way next.
Throughout the 2025 Carolina Classic Fair Friday Night Rival season, Tatum and Atkinson Law Firm will recognize an exceptional senior student athlete from each of the participating schools with a plaque presentation prior to each game. This week's Tatum and Atkinson Scholar athletes are from Grimsley High School. Grimsley's Cayenne Battle is an all-conference player who is on the 2024 4A North Carolina State Championship team. He has been on the AB Honor Roll all 4 of his high school years and currently holds a 4.083 GPA. Cayenne serves as a mentor at Kaiser Middle School and helps to feed the homeless in the Under the Bridge project. His hope to play football at a collegiate level and pursue a degree in sports physical therapy. From Dudley High School, Dudley's Andre Cummings Jr. is the punter and kicker for the varsity football team and was named All-Conference. He is a Dudley Fellows member on the National Honor Society and has maintained on the A Honor Roll throughout his high school career. Andre currently holds a 3.9 GPA and gives back to his community by volunteering for the Special Olympics and holiday gift drives. Kanye, Andre, and other nominated students are also eligible to win a $5,000 scholarship to be presented at the end of the season. Congratulations to our Tatum and Atkinson Scholar Athletes of the Week, sponsored by Tatum and Atkinson.
You're watching the My 48 Halftime Report. My 48, your home for local sports. I'm Hannah Brady, now joined alongside the principal for Grimsley High School, Jed O'Donnell. Jed, thanks so much for taking a few moments.
Thank you for having us. It's wonderful that you're here again at this incredible game. 2 historic schools, a huge crowd celebrating everything that is great about high school football.
Well, I mean, speaking of great football, an undefeated season so far, how does that success on the football field help the success in the classroom as well?
Yeah, it permeates every part of our school culture, both in the classroom, in the hallways, in the cafeteria, on the field, in the parking lot. It's great for our community, it's great for our students, and it brings that school pride in everything that we do.
Speaking of pride, I mean, a great turnout tonight. Just talk to me how important it is to have, such strong community for the Whirlies.
Yeah, 2 amazing schools. We love Dudley High School. Obviously, we love Grimsley High School. 2 historic schools for Greensboro. And it's great that we're coming together for such a positive thing. And it's been a great game so far.
You're nearing the end of the year. What are some of your hopes for the rest of the school year?
Well, obviously, we want to keep it going. We want to keep it going as far as we can and retain the championship. But we also want to make sure that we keep the community spirit, keep the support from our parents, do well in the classroom, exceed growth again, and just do everything that makes us such an incredible school.
You love Grimsley. You live and breathe it. Just how honored and proud are you to be the principal of Grimsley High School?
It's an incredible school. I'm just a torchbearer for the legacy of this school. People say it's a huge pressure being principal of Grimsley. It's not pressure. It's a privilege. And breathe it to make sure that I'll keep it moving forward. So once I leave, that it stays in a better place than when I found it.
I love that. Well, thank you so much for spending a few moments on the Halftime Report, Jed.
Thank you.
Well, coming up next, we'll be talking to the athletic director for Dudley High School, Artorius Bryan. So be sure to stay with us here on My 48 Sports. welcome back to the My 48 Halftime Report. I'm Hannah Brady, now joined by the Athletic Director for Dudley High School, Artorius Bryant. Artorius, thank you so much for spending a few moments with me.
Thank you for having me on this fantastic Friday.
It is a fantastic Friday, and also it's been 9 years since Grimsley and Dudley have played together. Just what are your overall thoughts about the rivalry and just the game tonight?
My overall thoughts, I'm just happy that we're back, able to play this game. It's been about 9 years, and just to get the community out, this is what they've been wanting to see since 9 years, so it's finally time, and I'm happy that it's here.
Talk to me a little bit about Coach Davis and just the culture that he's instilled at Dudley High School.
Oh, yeah, Coach Davis, happy to have him. One of the greatest coaches that I think to come through the state of North Carolina, one of the winningest coaches. With me being a former player of his, I think he built a great culture here. The kids love to play for him, and he helping build kids into men. Yes, great culture.
Now, this is an away game, but it looks like a home crowd here. Just talk to me how important it is to have the community support and just kind of what role that plays.
Community. Our community is big. They travel well with us. They support us greatly. A lot of people are first, second, and third, fourth generation alumni and kids here. My grandparents went here. So just the community continue to follow us, and that's one of the biggest things that we have at Dudley High School is community and family.
As the athletic director, what are some of the other Dudley athletes that you kind of want to highlight and some of the ones that you're most proud of so far this school year?
This school year, I'm looking forward to our indoor track team. My indoor and outdoor track team won states, men's and women's last year. So I'm looking for them to repeat this year. My basketball team with conference champs and went deep in the playoffs. I'm really excited about our flag football team. This is the first year, and they're 3-2 at the moment. And also soccer team has won 10 games for the first time in a long time. So athletics across the board, I'm really proud of here at Dudley High School.
Well, Artorius, thank you so much for your time on the Mighty 48 Halftime Report.
Thank you so much. Go Panthers.
Well, coming up next, we are going to be at our second half of this football game. But right now, let's take a look at some of the highlights of the Friday night rivals across the country.
The best Thursday night lights and Friday night rivals highlights from across the country.
Ellie got to quit celebrating and get back ready for a fourth down play.
Yeah, they were trying to hook and ladder, but he didn't have time. They got the Boyd. They got the Boyd. That's going to be, Joe, that's going to be a touchdown. Touchdown, Jacob Boyd. Inside the 10. What a touchdown. What a play. What in the world? Westwood with a touchdown on a hope and the prayer is answered.
Beachy, can he get the corner turn? He does. Here's that speed. And he's still on his feet. To the 20. Stiff arm. To the end zone. Touchdown.
Pump fake. Throws. Goes deep. And what a catch on the far side. Oh, what a catch by Oriuso. They will call it.
Heavy pressure. Throws it downfield to the middle of the field. What a catch coming up and grabbing the ball. Maddox.
55-yard field goal from the left hash. The kick is up, and it's gone at the buzzer. Bryant is the hero for the Buccaneers, and the Hoover Met goes haywire. Wow! Unbelievable! Wow!
Welcome back to the My 48 Halftime Report. I'm Hannah Brady now, joined alongside Lillian Craven from the Carolina Classic Fair. Lillian, it's always a pleasure to have you here on the Halftime Report.
Thanks for having me. Happy to be here.
Now, you just told me the fair finished up 2 weeks ago. What happens in the off season of the fair?
So we have year-round events right now. Of course, we're in hockey and ice skating mode. We have the Hanes brand sale coming up in the event center in just a couple weeks. So there's something going on every single weekend at the fairgrounds.
Speaking of events, what events are happening around the ice rink?
So we have hockey games. The Twin City Thunderbirds just kicked off their season a couple weeks ago. We're going to have a skate and scare next week for Halloween, and then we're going to have skate with Santa in December.
Awesome. Well, Lillian, we're looking forward to going out there to the fairgrounds and seeing some attractions that they have going on.
Thank you.
Well, we are going to toss to our North Carolina Medical Minute and see what message they have for us.
The North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services is proud to present you with this Medical Minute.
As a school nurse, I feel like we're really that contact between the Department of Public Health and what goes on in the school system.
And I've never seen anything like what we experienced with Hurricane Helene. As the rain continued to fall, winds continued to blow, things went from what we had prepared for to something much worse.
These kids need their routines, and they thrive with routines, and it's so important that we get them back into school.
When we have a crisis like we had with Hurricane Helene, we got to see that, as with our own perspective on our children, that they're not just the kids that come to our school, but they are our community. We love the state of North Carolina. We love the mountains. And this experience has reinforced for me that we live in a state that cares authentically about the health and well-being of every single one of its citizens.
This Medical Minute is brought to you by the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services.
Coach, obviously not the start that you were probably looking for in this first half. What was your message in the locker room?
Keep playing hard. We made some mistakes, but we are playing hard. And I think if we continue to play hard, good things will happen for us.
And talking about your defensive line, I mean, they've been putting to work in this first half. What do you like from them?
Their effort. They're going all out. They're reading their keys, and they're making some plays.
Thank you, Coach. Best of luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Look at Hannah having a blast down there. Look at us having a blast up here. Adrian Snow, Evan Budrovich. What'd you think of that first half?
Oh, man, that was a good first half. I think it's why we wanted to – well, this is why you wanted to be here. You thought it was – I mean, it's a big heavyweight fight, and they're slugging it, and here we go.
It's the Braden Jeffries show for Dudley, and then Grimsley balanced, but they've struggled in the red zone tonight.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things, you looked at what Coach Brown talked about. He wasn't happy with the way it went, and he wants to get them ready. But then you look at Coach Davis, what they just did. I mean, they had a pretty good first half. I know you didn't score what you wanted to score, but great time of possession, kept them off the field, so not bad.
And we got you in a suit and tie, so we're doing something right this
Golly, this does not work.
Let's roll some highlights from that first half, because early on it was Dudley who came out explosive on special teams and took advantage of this big return.
Yeah, great return right off the gate, right out of the gate, set you up. I mean, you get the ball at the 40-yard line, it's nice.
So the running game got going. Here's McCollum for 47.
Yeah, great run, good job, good blocking by the big boys up front. And then we stuck it in the zone.
Dudley strikes first, and Grimsley comes immediately back with some quick pitch and catch.
Yeah. And they did a good job with that.
That was Caden Cato early, and then Hudson Cooper punches it in.
Yep, a little counter action, made it happen. That was a big play right there. When the big fumble gave him some momentum.
Until that defensive line gets a stop.
Great stop, great momentum.
As Hannah said, putting in work.
And they have been.
They're rolling on that defensive line. Here's the fourth down touchdown. That's the difference to Hudson Cooper.
Yeah, big shot, made a play, and it happened.
This interception closed out a late Dudley drive, and that's our score at halftime, 14-7. It's senior night here at Grimsley. Entertaining league title bout. When we come back, thoughts on the Grimsley staff in second half here on My 48. Look at Hannah having a blast down there.
Back to you guys.
Here's some numbers from the first half. The rushing yards are part of the story, but here's Dudley almost doubling the time of possession at Grimsley.
That's the big key, because you kept their offense out of rhythm because they didn't get as many reps. So it's a big deal, 100%.
That interception we showed you in the first half as well for Dudley late. Grimsley, meanwhile, their first two drives were great. Couldn't find their rhythm in the second quarter.
Yeah, I think it's getting stops on third down and get them off the field, and, and then you feel like you got less possessions. Press a little bit. This is a big drive off the get-go because you want to get momentum, get going, and here we go because, it's big just to kind of get it, set the tone for the second half. First 4 minutes in the second half is always big.
So Andre Cummings to boot of the way, our Scholar Athlete of the Week at Dudley. He's got a 4.0 GPA, smart kid. Here's a better kick. And there was a fair catch called for it.
Yeah, even if you do not catch it, because you fair catch it, they have to stop. Because basically, I get it, because basically you could do it and still run.
Yeah.
So even though you do it, it's automatically stopped.
I think Ty Shumay confused himself on that one, and Darryl Brown's even asking, hey, what just happened here? But instead, it will be Grimsley football at the 24.
Big drive starter here. Get you something positive right off the gate. Make it happen.
Brody Lowe, 4-7, 85 yards in the first half.
This is what you call good officiating. He's going to take about 2 seconds to go there and explain the situation to him. Now it's on, and then you get back down there and do it. It's awesome to do.
But did you ever agree with the situation when it was explained
to you?
Well,
at the end of the day, I would take it if I got communication. I don't, sometimes you don't like what they say. Sometimes I don't like what Miss Gina says, but she communicates with me, so I'm good with it. Same in situation here.
Shout out to the Snow family watching at home. There's the reigning Coach of the Year in North Carolina, Darryl Brown. His program has not lost since December of 2023. It's been quite a stretch, 2 years. Here's Lowe on first down. Immediate deep shot over the head of Howerton, the four-star tight end. Good coverage from Jalen Jones.
He is long. Just watching him run, you can see why people like him. He's a big kid. And you got a one-on-one coverage there. Hey, take a shot right off the gate, right out of the gate.
Howerton's been more of a run-blocking tight end this year, but you think back to last year's state title game, huge catches in the fourth quarter of multiple playoff appearances. He can be a threat in the passing game.
Well, they trust him, and I think that's what you do there.
There's Grimsley fresh out of halftime. Darryl Brown noted his offense has to be more in rhythm. And another deep shot that's way overthrown. More solid coverage. It's Kingston Davenport out there.
Yeah, I think you got to try to find a way to get him going. Not say these throws aren't good, but it's like trying to find a way to get a completion, get to feel good, and just move on. Kind of get rocking and rolling. But Here we go. Big third down for the Dudley Panthers and the Grimsley Worlds.
Lowe's played one game within one score since he's taken over at quarterback. It's been rolling in the last 9 weeks. And that was an out-of-state game against Verena up in Virginia. It was a very competitive matchup.
Which I talked to Coach Brown after the game.
There's Lowe on third down. More pressure, and Lowe gets out of it. Until then, the sack. Great pursuit by Robert McCullum.
Good pressure by the Dudley defensive line. And like I said, they've always had great D linemen and got to them, which was nice. Going to be a big field position battle here now. Going to get it around midfield, which is awesome.
Big stop for Dudley out of the halftime break. Maybe the best defensive game anyone's played against Grimsley so far this year.
Yeah, I think they've done a great job. And I think it's been a team effort. And what I mean offensively and how they've handled it, and then defensively how they've played as well.
Now let's go down to Hannah Brady with a special guest.
Yeah, guys, I'm here with DJ Reeder, former Grimsley Whirly class of 2012, and then also defensive lineman for the Detroit Lions. DJ, I mean, you've had a busy week. You played on Monday. You're back here. You're playing in this Dudley game. Just what does it mean being back here at Grimsley?
It means the world to me to come back, be at Grimsley, just be around. I love being here. I love being in Greensboro with these kids, with these people. And so to me, it's always special to get back to this place.
What did this program mean to you, and what did it teach you as you went to your collegiate career as well as your professional one?
I think just for me, it was like just being a part of a team. Football to me is the best team sport you could do, and you got so many different pieces. And I think being here specifically just taught me, to persevere. We didn't have the best record when I was here, so we worked hard, but we had a good team, a good group of guys that I still talk to this day, and those have been family. They're no longer friends. They've turned more into family over the years.
Well, today you got to unveil your new DJ Reeder Performance Center. Yeah. How important is that to you, and how special was that?
I think it's super dope, and I think to me it's super important for those kids to have a nice, up-to-date place for them to go work out. It's a part of all of it. You feel good. You're in the weight room. You got efficient equipment. It makes you a lot better player. So I think that's super important.
Any thoughts on what Grimsley needs to do in the second half?
Got to put up some points. I think we need to throw the ball a little bit more in the second half, go up top a little bit more, but just got to go out there and finish. We up 7-14, so if they don't score no more, we win, but we'll see how it goes.
Well, DJ, thank you so much for your time, and best of luck to you this season.
Of course, really appreciate it.
Evan.
Thank you, Hannah. Thank you, DJ. Hey, he's a defensive lineman. He's about getting stops.
1,000% what I was saying. He's a defensive guy. If they don't score again, we're going to win.
He was not talking about offense. He was talking about how to get stops on a defense. Good punt return for Dudley. And now 1st and 20 off the penalty. Quarterback keeps it. Jeffries gets a nice block, and that penalty yardage right back, at least 10 yards.
Gets them back into manageable situations, and that's the key. Again, it comes back to my man Jeffries, toting that rock.
I mean, Jeffries, it's 18 carries. How many times can you feed the beast tonight?
As many as you need.
30 plus.
Well, he's got a next week off, so let's do it. Let's dance. Let's go. Make it happen.
Good point. Dudley's 5-0 in the league. This is their final game. If they beat Grimsley tonight, they're the league champs, with Grimsley playing one more next week against Ben L. Smith.
Yeah, Dudley, they got a chance. I had talked about the playoff situations with them. It could be a little crazy.
Jeffries with time. And he's pressured that time. There's a sack. Good pursuit. This defensive line active with Guy Van on the stop.
Great, but I think it comes back to great coverage, too. They had really good coverage when she turned. Gave him an opportunity to get to him because he wasn't going to he couldn't throw it. So he just ran. And
Guy just beat a double team right there.
Oh, yeah, that's good stuff when you can do that.
Well, it's hard to teach.
Yeah, that's 100%.
This is a defensive line where Jamal Jarrett anchored for so many years. He was excellent getting after the quarterback. Now he's at USC out in Los Angeles.
Oh, yeah.
They've had multiple players. Andre Crawford on that D-line as well.
Yeah, they've had some really good ones as well, don't they?
Here's 3rd and 14. And more whistles.
Yeah, they're getting after it. Looks like it's going to be a delay of game.
5 more yards on that penalty.
Coach getting after him because he wanted to be a little bit more urgent. Got to be a little urgent. You kind of got to see it as a quarterback. Yeah, sometimes play might not get to you exactly on time, but you got to make sure you can get it off.
Jeffries was pointing to the play clock. He said there was time when I looked at it, and that's what this coaching staff's asking about.
Yeah, coach is trying to explain that as well.
And now there's a discussion. I think Dudley may have a case here. Oh, the clocks aren't lined up. The play clocks. One says 11, one says 12, and they just reset both. Could there have been an issue with one clock being wrong and one clock being right?
Yeah. Now, I will be honest with you. That he's got it, because when we looked at both of them, they were different. Eventually, what they'll do is they can eventually tell them to cut them off, and then they'll just go with a back judge. Been there, done that as well.
I understand the point here from Stephen Davis.
And the issue, I think, too, is the problem you got going on is the quarterback is looking at the one down towards the field house. The official is looking at the one to the scoreboard, which is the one that went off.
So now Darrell Brown gets an explanation.
And there's a chance. I bet there's a chance they might tell him to cut them off.
Yeah, you see that classic signal. One of them's not right.
Well, man, fan court's going to have to come out here, and we're going to have to.
So we need to attach the chains over the weekend. We need to fix the clocks over the weekend. The lights work. We've seen the strobe lights go out on big plays.
Yes. Yeah.
We'll count our blessings that there's no more fun shenanigans with field issues so far.
Now they're going to see what they. I think they're getting ready to cut them off.
Well, that makes you and I's job a little tougher.
Yeah, but here's the deal. You just check the back judge. He's going to hold his hand up tall, real tall, and that's going to be 10, and he starts counting at 5.
Oh, okay.
So there we go. See, look, you can help me with TV, and I'll help you with a little officiating.
1, Mississippi, 2, Mississippi, 3, Mississippi.
That's exactly what it'll be. But he's going to. They got to cut them off because I think that's what they're asking. But if I'm Coach Davis, I'm going to ask him, hey, can we get a redo on this?
Yeah, you see that play clock? Now it is ticking.
All right.
Okay, I think they're back in rhythm now. Here's 3rd and 17. Jeffries immediately pressured. Jeffries gets out of it. Nice run. Jeffries gets a block and a first down. Here's Jeffries inside the 10.
Players make plays, and that's what he did there.
Big penalty, no problem for the senior quarterback.
I don't know what wide receiver it was. He literally set a screen on the perimeter. I'm getting ready to see it here in just a minute. He didn't hit him in the back. He just set a screen, which was awesome. Right there, yes, it was amazing. Just did a great job. Sometimes we get a little too excited out there. Made a great play. Oh, man, Jeffries. Golly.
Jeffries over 75 yards rushing. He is doing everything offensively on the Crescent Ford first down.
Keep toting that mail.
He scored the lone touchdown for Dudley. Now he's in 1st and goal range. Back on the ground. McCollum. No, it's Boone staying in play, and he's in. Michael Boone, game-changing drive early in this 3rd quarter.
Great job on the perimeter blocking. Just did an unbelievable job, and it was amazing. Again, Jeffrey sets it up.
Are those car horns?
Maybe.
Everybody's involved. You're in the whole city of Greensboro.
Nice.
Somebody call the presses. We got a 1-point game in this league championship bout.
Oh, extra point. Always big.
That's why we say 1-point game. We don't assume on this broadcast. Good snap that time. And it sneaks through.
Don't have to look pretty, as long as it's in between them pipes, you're good.
Andre Cummings doing his part. And Michael Boone with his 8th score of the year right here.
We got a tie ball game. Great zone stretch. Finished the drive. And, hey, putting it in the zone. Here we go. Big time.
Stay tuned for tonight's school bus stop of the game. NHTSA, the law in every state requires drivers to always stop for a bus. When that arm's out, the red lights are flashing. NHTSA helping us out tonight. And in the fourth quarter, our Carolina Classic Fair player of the game. Have the Caring Hands play of the game. That one's still to be determined. Caring Hands Home Health. Put your loved ones in our Caring Hands. And, of course, we have the Norris Automotive drive of the game. Norris Automotive, foreign domestic automotive repair, serving Mebane and Burlington.
We just saw a big drive there.
Incredible response from Dudley, getting a stop in a 50-yard scoring drive. Here's Caden Cato juking out of one, and he's corralled out past the 20.
Great coverage. Great coverage by the Dudley Panthers. Got down there, made it happen. A lot of momentum. You can just see the body language of Dudley and how they're excited to get.
10 years, the last time they met, but yet a lot of confidence from this Dudley side.
Yeah, like 2016, right? But I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, I mean, a lot of people talk about Grimsley, and rightfully so. But those Dudley Panthers have been pretty good for a long time, and Stephen Davis has done a good job for a long time.
13-plus wins the last 2 years for Dudley. They're flexing their muscle tonight. Dudley's in the 6A level, Grimsley in the 7A division. And here's Grimsley, top-ranked team in the state, in a tie game in the third. Big run! What a response for Shoemake! And Shoemake explodes for 8.
That's a big run, big carry. Great response. Great response. Great response.
Those are the old runs that Mitchell Summers made a living going for 77.
100%. I mean, it's like hitting a home run, right? I mean, it's what it does for you. Gives you a lot of momentum, gives you a lot of excitement. You just had a great play by Dudley, and now this happens. Put it back in the hole real quick.
How about the run home of a triad touchdown where property owners and tenants find their perfect fit?
And Shoemake's got to be the wing on the PAT too. Tote that rock, but get out there and be the wing, baby.
Ty Shoemake, just a sophomore, huge run for his 11th score. And now to complete this drive that took 0 seconds a game clock because the clock didn't start. It won't matter. The extra point completes, and we talked about elite running backs here at Grimsley. None better than Mitchell Summers, who put on an absolute show last week for Sacred Heart.
I got to talk Mitchell Summers down the road, Sacred Heart. We got 18 rushes, 243 yards, and a couple touchdowns as they beat Howard.
Send us a helmet, Sacred Heart.
That's right, I'm going Damon.
Joey Galloway, a big fan of Mitchell Summers, and his head coach. It's fun over the years talking to Darryl Brown. He said, hey, if a local program finds this kid Mitchell Summers, they're going to be very thankful. And now Sacred Heart of the CAA scoops up a big running back.
Well, the problem is there's not an exact science to recruiting. There's been many players that I felt like, hey, they could go play. But, again, it's not my job on their end. But sometimes they swing and miss. And on that one, they missed 100%. Sacred Heart didn't, though.
There's the next iteration. Ty Shoemake, his longest run of the year, 77. And right as Dudley had momentum, boom, Grimsley pops.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what you do. You get back to doing what you need to do. They ran the football, had a big run, and here we go. But again, Dudley's got to get back on that horse, and here we'll see what happens. It's going to be big.
Thanks to our friends at Disney for letting us use that clip. Perks have been part of the ABC family.
Yeah, that's nice.
Also, thanks for watching on our Tip Top Roofing live stream. Tip Top Roofing, Faith Family Football and Roofing. Now the kickoff. And this goes into the back of the end zone. So 3 plays, no time off the clock.
We just want to hang out here. We're having so much fun.
We got a good football game. We got a league title on the line tonight. Make Adrian sweat it out in his suit and tie for another couple hours.
I'm afraid y'all might have to put me on camera. Eventually I'm going to loosen this tie up. I have been told I can loosen my tie. Nice.
Okay, you're clear for the night. But there's still a lot of football left, and if you're Braden Jeffries, he's been a one-man wrecking crew with his 19-yard score.
You eventually got to find a way to get a shot to the wide receivers if you can. Not saying it's on display, but eventually I think you got to.
Colin bounces one out, just a couple yards, and he'll lose one, in fact.
As you see on that play, now, I mean, the defense is just honing in. They know they're going to run the ball. I mean, and they're just like heat-seeking missiles.
So the clock hasn't started yet, and I'm not sure if the officials are keeping the clock. Okay, now the clock started.
Wow.
But the play clocks are now off, so there may have been an issue of which clock to turn off. Thankfully the lights are still on, so we got football to go.
Lights are flashing.
Early in this third quarter, the running game gets going. This is Flo Kuzmina. And explosive pop play. They call him the Energizer Bunny. Hard to keep the senior quiet in the locker room, but he gets a nice run there.
Hey, if he runs that rock, we can talk all he'd like to talk. But it was good. Good run. Zone stretch, outside zone, and got something vertical and made something happen. Big third down here.
5'9" back, known as the Firecracker. As they got the spark, crackle, and pop with Boone, McCullum, and Kuzmina. Here's 3rd and 4. Good stretch run, but Rogers is there again. Mr. Rogers returning to his neighborhood, getting a stop against his former team.
Big stop. As again, strung it out, made a play. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do.
Rogers had 20 sacks a year ago at Dudley. You could sense the motivation here defensively.
Yeah, great job. Hey, did they all up? Look, 3, great play by him, basically setting the edge and making them turn it back up inside.
So the punting unit on.
It's like Barnes on 3, did a great job there. Unbelievable.
No one rushing for Grimsley, so Cummings puts a low boot. Here's Kyan Battle. Battle gets a block, and he's into Dudley territory out near the 45. And this feels like a make-or-break drive. Could Dudley's defense keep them in it?
Yeah, I think you're 100%. That's what you need right here. A big stop.
We'll take the timeout. We'll find out that answer after this break. My 48 game of the week. A close one here in the third. What a fantastic slate coming up. The SEC on ABC, breaking TV records every week. Lane Kiffin talking to Florida, possibly for a job. But right now, he's living in paradise. Number 8th ranked Ole Miss and Oklahoma battle. That's a busy slate on ABC. And then Monday night, it continues. Maybe the best team in football the last 2 weeks. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. They welcome Marcus Mariota, maybe Jaden Daniels, who knows? And the Commanders coming up on Monday. Tough for your fantasy football team if you don't know who the quarterback is.
Pick one.
But for all of us fans at home, it makes for entertaining television. Grimsley off a nice punt return, works in Dudley territory. Williams jumps over the pile and gets a couple yards on first down.
Good job by the Dudley defense right there, stoning them They just came back, ran it back up in there and see what happens.
These D tackles, Darian Curtis and Zayden Carter, are winning the battle line of scrimmage.
Yeah, big guys. I mean, there's a lot of beef up there on both sides of the ball.
There are RBs all over the place.
Glad I don't have to feed them.
Well, back in your days at West Forsyth, that was a lineage of offensive line talent.
We had a few.
There's a deep shot down the middle. Knocked away. Great coverage by the safety, Davenport. And a big hit on Lowe.
Great pressure. Great pressure. Cotton came in, gave him some great pressure. And my man Brody, he felt that one.
Cotton has 15 sacks and almost a 16th.
Yeah, that was big. Don't let his feet now he'll start getting happy feet because you know he's coming.
That was a great movie, by the way. Did you ever see that with the Penguins?
Happy feet? Yeah.
Oh, great film.
Yeah, I'm all about it. You get ready to watch it a bunch.
All the Disney films. There's 3rd and long. Lowe with some pressure. Howerton. He got the first, and Howerton just keeps pushing. Picks up 15 on 3rd and 7.
Just a little pitch and catch. Just run the hitch. There's nothing wrong with it. Hey, he got out there and made a play and got it to a player that made some stuff happen after the catch.
Preston Ford of High Point, filling the shoes of Northwestern tight end Lawson Albright, who's now at Cornell.
Yeah.
From a 3-star receiver to a 4-star tight end. What a lineage of that position.
Yeah, been pretty good. If you have a guy that can be a hybrid, play out wide and play inside, it's nice.
And in this state, Kendra Harrison, the All-American at Oregon next year, he sets the stage for great tight end play in this state and a short run on 1st down.
It's a good push up front. I mean, you saw they had some good double teams. Just made a good play defensively, which was very nice by the Panthers.
Dudley with 2 red zone stops tonight. That's deflated a Grimsley offense that's been unstoppable here in 4 weeks of league play, averaging 55 points a night.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. I talked to Coach Brown early in the year. He wanted a game like this.
Here comes Darrell down the sideline. He wants a timeout. Midway through this 3rd quarter.
They played Vereen, and that was really tough. I mean, you want to be in games like this. I mean, it's, if you're having blowout after blowout, it's not preparing you for the playoffs.
And in this new 7A bracket, with the likes of Weddington on this side of the state, Grimsley the favorite right now, it is a loaded division to get to the state championship.
Yeah, 7A is going to be tough. I look today, 6A, there's a chance. And this is what's bad with what we got going on playoff-wise. There's a chance because Dudley has a bye next week. There's a chance they could have byes 2 weeks in a row.
Oh, as one of the top 8 seeds.
Yes.
Great point.
It's just not going to – it's not feasible. As a coach, you don't want that. I think Randleman's in the same situation. They've got the last week open, and it makes it tough. Keeping kids engaged nowadays might be the toughest thing in America.
Yeah, right now the projections in this region, Reagan would be a top 5 seed in 7A. Yeah. On this side of the bracket. Independence, who of course won 10 straight titles in the state back in the early 2000s. And then Davie County with an upstart year. They have Ethan Driver, great wide receiver.
Yeah, Coach Henson's done a great job there. Good, he'll get them rocking and rolling, and they'll be good.
The way the bracket unfolds today, and there's 2 weeks left, Grimsley would play Page in the playoffs, another league matchup.
Golly. Always not a fan of playing them early, but sometimes you got to do it.
All in the pursuit of a championship weekend in mid-December. And then movement on Kyan Battle. Whoa, it doesn't get called. Well, that was pretty clear. And a short gain on 2nd down.
Sometimes they don't see it. Been there, done that.
What could have been 3rd and long turns into 3rd and 3 now.
Yeah, and it just puts you in a bad spot. It really does. Adding another D lineman in here. Here we go. Something short.
Into the Cook Reynolds red zone. Cook Reynolds running the smart way to get things done. An O-line anchored by App State commit Nick Cashbura on the right side.
A lot of space out here at this wide receiver.
Here's Williams following that big man, and he's stuffed. Wow, Kamori Beasley flying in, the team leader in tackles.
Great play, Dudley defense. Got him in 4th and short. Here we go.
That's Beasley's 70th stop of the year. This guy is going to be everywhere defensively.
Great play. Good job. run a little counter. Great job of the D-line squeezing the down block and making him bounce. And he bounced right to Beasley.
We are spoiled by great linebacking play in this state. Bradley Bird last week at Oak Grove, a fantastic junior flying around. Beasley now a senior.
Dude.
Great players.
Yeah.
Grimsley going for it here on 4th and 2. Low, quick toss, end zone shot. Inbounds. What a snag by Caden Cato.
Great pitch, great catch. And then you know what? They trusted him. They trusted him to make that throw, and they trusted the guys to make the catch, and he did. And that means a lot as a player.
Back-to-back scoring drives with 4th down and prayers, and it works.
Yeah, I think it may be a coverage thing. Hey, they know they got one-on-one situations. Hey, let's take a shot, and we'll make something happen. And they did.
Cato with his 6th score of the year on the run home of a triad touchdown. Chase Holmental to complete this scoring drive. There you go, 2-score game with 4 minutes left in the third.
Nice job of the snapper, nice job of the holder.
How about 7 plays, 45 yards, and confidence here on 4th down?
Yeah, that's good. Good pitch, good catch. Throw it to a good player and make a play.
Just got that 1 foot in.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's all you need. My man Brian Hall right down there in the middle of it.
Oh, here we go. Yep, he got the foot in.
Yeah, we'll take it.
High school, college, that's perfect.
Nice.
And it'll be on local TV tonight.
Yeah, right there in your house. Big drive here, though, for the Panthers. They need to come back, get going, do what you do. There's still time in the game. You don't have to panic. Don't panic and start getting off schedule of what you know you're good at and what you've been good at, which is important. And a little Bon Jovi.
Remember, it was Faison Brandon entering the year, #1 quarterback and player in the state. He hasn't played since game 1, and here comes Brody Lowe pitching back-to-back touchdown drives.
Yeah, I think, again, it's been pretty cool to watch him grow. I mean, has everything probably been perfect for him? No. But then again, he's got some people around him, and they let those guys play, and it's been really good for the Grimsley Whirlies to watch him grow in this whole thing with some really good players.
Here comes the kickoff for Holmental. That'll stay in play. A returnable kick here for Dudley. And it does not get out past the 20. Well, Grimsley special teams has stepped up, limiting Flo Kuzmina that time.
Yeah, after the first big return, start the game, they kind of settled down and got it going.
And let's go to Hannah Brady with more on this Dudley offense.
Yeah, Evan, you talked earlier about Braden Jeffries and how he kind of had a shaky start, a little bit shy on the ground, but not so shy anymore in this second half. He started last year primarily as the backup. With new coaching changes at the start of this season, Jeffries came into the season a little uneasy with the first couple of games for the Panthers starting out rocky. Coach Davis told us that he knew that the uncertainty was messing with his head, so he told him early, listen, you don't have to look over your shoulder. This is your team, so lead us. From there, Jeffries has been a huge reason why this team has stayed the course and followed suit, and he's been all up and down the sidelines encouraging his team and being a leader for Dudley, guys.
Yeah, and he's led those 2 huge scoring drives, but right now he needs his best work with a whistle here.
We got too many men on the field?
We're getting the live count as we go.
Yeah, he's counting. Look at that. 1, 2.
Nope, one too many.
And we got to 12. When we get to 12, it's not good.
Illegal participation, just leaving it on the field.
So someone's got to come out. Well, who's coming out? Okay.
Bring up first and 15.
That's Kuzmina exiting the game.
Yeah, that must have been a formation thing. I know Coach put one on late, but sometimes it happens.
That backs up the drive. And that running play won't help. Good pursuit by this defensive line. Kyrie Milner in on the stop, the 3-year starter at linebacker.
Yeah, great penetration. Got him before he got going. And good play. by the defensive line.
And now with Grimsley selling out to the run, how do you counter that if you're Dudley?
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where I go back to maybe some sprint stuff, or you could still throw it, where you still get him in space and try to get some stuff going there. Eventually, you're going to have to throw one to take a shot at somebody.
And more movement here on second down.
Not good when you start going backwards.
6th penalty for Dudley. And these were the self-inflicted wounds Stephen Davis told us on a call we just cannot make against a team of this caliber.
100%. I mean, I think it's when he talked about that. We play really hard, and they play really smart. Right here, we're kind of getting in a bad rhythm, and that ain't what you want to be.
2nd and forever. Here's Boone dancing, and he can't break the tackle. Gain of 1 on 2nd down.
Again, strung him out, made him bounce, and when he bounced, plays into their favor.
The inner-city battle here in Greensboro. Right now, Grimsley flexing its muscle in the 3rd quarter.
Another great play by Barnes, right? I mean, just did a great job. They strung him out, and he's there on the perimeter to make the play. They bounced him right to him.
Here's 3rd and 21. Jeffries scrambling, and he throws it out of bounds.
Jeffries throws the ball out of bounds.
Now the punt unit from their own end zone coming up.
Yeah, that's normally not good. Again, big field position. I mean, let's be honest, Grimsley just had a great score, came out here and got a 3 and out for the most part, and now you're going to get it back with great field position, with a chance to extend this lead.
This Dudley defense suffocating since giving up that touchdown to start the half. Here's Cummings. Battle from his 40. And Battle just keeps dancing. He'll get 10 yards on the return. Best field position now for Grimsley.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you got to have a 32-yard drive here, which is, I mean, that helps. So I think it's one of those things, get back to doing what you do well, whether it's putting the perimeter screens, running the football. Playbook's yours at this point. Do what you need to do.
With the epic orchestra music coming from the video board, you kind of get the thematic entrance.
It's very loud.
Who needs walk-up music when you got pre-offense music? Low, a quick pass to Cato. Caden is corralled, but a nice gain there on 1st down.
Nice job. Ran counter. He has the chance to pull it and throw it to the perimeter, which he did. If we got numbers out there, it's just a numbers game. We got numbers, we're going to chuck it out there, and we're going to make a play. If you don't feel good about it, get the ball, and we'll run it, see what happens.
Look at those winter mitts from Janoris Best, the offensive coordinator. He's battled it out tonight.
Yeah, he's a good one, man.
And we got mid-50s?
Coach, yeah. It ain't that cold.
Well, just wait till the playoffs here in November. Low play action. Low just keeps running, now goes short, misses Howerton. I like the design there, but not the execution.
Yeah, sometimes it don't always work out right. But you know what? I mean, hey, you didn't make a bad play worse. You know, at the end of the day, hey, if he gets it, great. At the end of the day, hey, you didn't throw it to their team, so that's a good thing. Sometimes throwing it to your mama ain't a bad thing, too.
How does she get sideline passes?
Oh, sometimes you got to chuck it up in the stands. I don't care. As long as we're still at 3rd and whatever, not real long, or they got it.
After a bad punt, tough field position, Grimsley now 3rd and 6. Low with time. Takes the end zone shot. And a snag. Incredible. The South Carolina commit brings it in for a huge score.
Does it on D, does it on O. Sometimes you got to let players make plays. Nothing wrong with it. Chuck it up there and let him go get it. He did. Wasn't bad coverage. I mean, we basically looked like the guy was there, and it was on.
How about Koski Barnes snagging that one in? And that's 3 jump ball touchdowns for Grimsley.
Yeah, 100%. Sometimes you got to let players make plays. And he has made plays. That's the key.
Run home with a triad touchdown. And here's Chase Holmental to complete a 3rd straight fantastic drive here at Joe Franks Field.
Nice drive, nice throw, nice catch. You know what? Now here you go.
And then 3rd and long, let it fly.
Yeah. Chuck and duck. Nothing wrong with it.
Sounds like you're a ski shooter on the weekends.
As long as they can. I used to say I'd never liked throwing the ball. Everybody give me a hard time about throwing the ball. It's kind of like I don't like fishing. I like catching. I don't like throwing. I like catching. If they're catching it, I'm good to keep throwing it. And it's good. So that's what's happened here.
Brody Lowe with a 3rd passing touchdown in this 3rd quarter. And it shows you the strength of Grimsley. Difficult first half. We heard the interview. Yeah. Not the best 24 minutes, but ever since halftime, Grimsley's locked in.
Yeah, 100%. That's why you got to play the whole game. I mean, so that's the key. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You don't win a game after halftime. So sometimes you got to get yourself straight, come back, let's make some plays, and here we have. And we've made a play running the ball. We made some jump balls where we're throwing it up, and some guys are going to making plays.
And that's why Grimsley's won 24 straight games. Koski Barnes there on the snag. It's been Cato, it's been Cooper. With Alex Cooper out tonight, Hudson Cooper stepped up.
Yeah.
And that younger brother, Alex Cooper, he's going to be special and healthy here for Grimsley.
Coach likes him.
Dudley brings this out inside their 5. And returnable here for Kizmuna. Good field position, but a flag in there.
Yeah, we got a flag. Normally blocking the back or hold. That negates a good return. It's got to hurt.
You noted in 6A football the chance for a bye here. Watauga on this side of the state up in Boone. They've been really good as the top team.
I was a football coach here for a while.
You know the region.
They're the best. They're great people. Coach Ryan Hollick's done a great job up there. Got them rocking and rolling. Big thing for them is being a 1 seed.
Getting the home games.
And you got to go to the mountains, baby. And people don't like to be cold. And it gets cold up there, and the hawk rolls.
And then Northern Guilford, who was once in the same conference with Grimsley, they've had just 1 loss all year. They're in the top 3 seeds overall.
Coach Westberg's done a great job.
Including a win over Reidsville, which is impressive.
Yeah, that helps. It's got to give you a lot of momentum mentally, which is positive.
Lone loss to East Forsyth early in the year. And now Jeffries, who's been running for his life, works on 1st down. The starting shortstop at Dudley goes inside on the counter. Short gain on 1st down.
Yeah, I think right now you look at the Grimsley Whirlies, they're pinning their ears back. And tough sledding is what we used to call it. And we just kind of finding a way up in there. You kind of know what you're trying to do. Now you got to try to find some other ways to move the football.
And look how busy all those helmet stickers for Jeffries.
Yeah.
He's getting so much credit for what this Dudley offense has done. 5 straight wins, all in dominant fashion in league play.
Yeah, just getting after it. Pinning years back.
2nd and long for Jeffries. There's his first completion of the night. And just short of the sticks.
Nothing wrong with that. A little out route, a little pitch and catch. And get it in space. Gives you a very manageable 3rd down.
That's Cameron Wilkinson. Nice little pitch and catch.
Yeah, nice.
Cameron's 2nd catch of the year.
Just did a good job. Pitch, catch. Hey, great job. Got vertical. Made something happen.
So 3rd and short coming up. What else can Jeffries pull out of his hat? Quarterback run all the way. Look at Jeffries. Nice run. And another juke with it. Finally trapped down by Drew Searles. Now that's the explosive running game Dudley needs.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, get you going, get you in towards midfield. Again, great block by the running back. Did a great job there. Ended up getting 2. We just didn't fit it right as a defense. You want to get somebody over the top.
Final 30 seconds of this 3rd quarter. Dudley had it all tied up. 3 minutes into the half. Jeffries in scramble mode. He does stop the clock after a short gain.
Yeah. He got some positive yards there. I mean, what'd you get? 3 to 4, which is nice. I mean, keeps you on pace, which is what you're looking for. Eventually, you're going to have to take shots. I mean, right now, the time-wise, you're just going to have to eventually do it.
And that's all Dudley did a year ago. Jeffries and Crawford combined for 48 passing touchdowns. They had 3 college receivers, including Neely, Crawford, and Bartley, who are now playing in college right now. I'll start. And then some movement on that O-line.
Yeah. Trying to get 5 and you lose it. Sometimes it happens. But as we say, the most important play is the next play. See?
A teaching moment for Tymir Powell and Eric Gant talking it over.
Yeah. Ain't nothing you can do about it now.
Gant, who's a shot putter and a long snapper. That arm gets put to good use out there.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's good stuff.
A lot of two-sport athletes on this Dudley program. Nice hole. Look at that run out to midfield for Kuzmina. There's a first down.
Great counterplay. Big 77 did a great job. My man Abrams, good kick-out block. We wrapped it, pulled the tackle, run up inside, and it was on. Like it.
Following 320 is not a bad proposition.
Oh, Lord, yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
There's a kid you may have coached, one of his brothers, Fat, one of the Eldridge, 8 Eldridge kids
I love
running around.
Love them, baby. That was my people.
Davey Ayer, who might have been in your time, Davey L.
Yep.
A few others.
David.
Yeah.
David was amazing, D lineman. He's now at Winston State doing well. Just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful family.
We'll step aside here into the third quarter. Grimsley finding its life in a league championship bout. 3 scores to end the third. When we come back, fourth quarter action in Greensboro on I-48. Start of the fourth quarter here at Jamison Stadium in the heart of Greensboro. This is a fun intercity matchup. 9 years in the making. And a league title on the line tonight. Right now, Grimsley with 3 straight touchdowns. Dudley threatening. They've won 5 straight. And in the hands of star quarterback Braden Jeffries to begin the fourth. Jeffries lost track of the football, and he goes down.
I don't know if he just lost the snap or it was a bad snap.
Third sack for Andrew Rogers facing his former team.
Yeah, they're going to run counter. They're going to pull both guard and tackle again. sometimes when you snap the ball, he's blocking back left. There is times that you'll shoot it right because of it. We used to always tell him, snap, then move, because sometimes that's what happens. You got to snap it first.
And movement on this offensive line for Dudley.
Yeah, that puts you back way behind the chains, and that's not in who you are or what you're trying to do. I know that's not what Coach Best is looking for.
Oh, the D-line. Now, in the NFL, that's a penalty on the defense. As they move, it induces the movement of the offensive line.
Yeah.
With the sound count.
They don't do that in high school.
Not in the high school level. So Jeffries fires. Oh, big contact. Second completion.
Yeah.
And Wilkerson gets rocked.
Yeah, 100%. Throwing right into it. Good catch. He held on to the ball, though. Sometimes it happens, but I had to give it to him. He held on to it. And that was big for him. Little out route. We're sitting on it. Corner sits right in on it. Makes a big hit.
33rd tackle for Ramir Harris-Dupree. A big thumping.
Yeah. Got some big corners.
He's only a sophomore, filling in for senior veteran out there at safety last year. Now 3rd and 17 and a sack. This defensive line relentless tonight. That's Jay Warlaw shooting to the heavens.
Yeah, you put him in a bad spot when you go 3rd and long, really long. And now they get to pin their ears back, send some pressure. Coach Rigsby dials something up, and here we go. A little TNT stunt there. Send somebody in, somebody comes out. Here we go.
Cassius Bostic getting part of that sack with Jaden Wardlaw, who had the game-winning stop against West Charlotte in an overtime thriller. Had to keep pounding Classic earlier this year.
It's a big game. I know you enjoyed calling that.
That was a lot of fun. We didn't get home till the wee hours, but it was worth it.
Sometimes it's okay.
Kyan Battle with a fumbled punt return. Oh, and Battle almost lost the football there. As we'll step aside for the timeout. Early in this fourth quarter, Grimsley back in control, up 3 scores. The Whirlies get the football when we return. You can catch NCAA football right here on ABC 45 and My 48 this fall. All 5 of the Aggies games, including tomorrow when the Fighting Camels roll into town. Camels are dangerous on Wednesdays because of hump day. I don't know how dangerous they are on Saturday. We'll find out.
We will.
My 48. Check that game out tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
My great friend Keith Hendry coaches the running backs at A&T. KJ's dad.
Brand new staff over there at A&T. Just 1-6, but they played some competitive games in the CAA.
Great people.
4 losses by 1 score, very tight.
Coach Gibbs does a good job, and he's a good man, and he'll recruit the state very well. He will get them back where they want to be.
Here at Jamison Stadium, 3-score game to start the 4th. And Micah Williams will get a yard or 2 on first down.
Great job by the defensive end, squeezing it and then coming, basically running the play down from this side. Great job.
And here's Dudley, who's won 9 straight in this series. Last Grimsley win, got to go back to 2007.
Yeah.
And that Dudley team, they won 13 games that year, but Grimsley had their number back in 07.
That's a long time ago.
Then the financial crisis hit and the whole world changed since 2008. Made a whole movie about that. Little play action, low on a quick slant. Nice snag for Kyan Battle out into Dudley territory.
Great job here again. We ran counter, could give it, or he could throw the slant. And he picks it up and throws. Now a little tempo, working on some things, which is good.
This is how Grimsley started the game. Immediate offense and a nice pursuit from this D-line. Devin Cotton with the stop.
Cotton was the one that made the play early in the series. But really running some counter, being able to throw the perimeter screens if you need it, which is really good.
The 200-pound D lineman leads the state in sacks. He's only had one pressure tonight, but he's been everywhere on the D line.
Well, I think something that Grimsley does really well is they get the ball out. I mean, they take some big chunks, yes, but a lot of times it's quick throws and get it speed and space.
Play action. Low, goes deep, tipped away. Nice coverage. That's Samir Horton out there.
Had a double move. Safety did a good job getting over top.
Oh, no, and Caden Cato is down in the end zone.
I wonder if as he went to try to...
And we'll take a look at Caden out there with the athletic trainers coming over.
Training staffs, man, they do a great job, both teams. That's what's nice.
Mayumi Denton out there helping out.
Yeah. Just a good job that you got people that they're good at what they do, and you let them do their jobs.
That dampers what's been a great night for Grimsley football. We'll see how the health of their star receiver when he gets back up.
Yeah, I think that's one of those things. Everybody just, you kind of hoping everything's good. And like I said, they got people out there to do it, taking care of them.
One of the veteran leaders in Caden Cato, who was a huge part of last year's state championship team, had 100 yards against Rollsville. We're going to take one more time out and come back for the next 8 minutes of this fourth quarter. Checking on Caden Cato on the field here. As we'll be right back with our My 48 game of the week. Take a look at tonight's school bus stop of the game. NHTSA helps us out. Always stop for a school bus when that stop arm's out. The red lights are flashing. And early on, this Grimsley defense making plays, slowing down Dudley's running game.
Yeah, it was great penetration. Got the ball and it was awesome.
Right at the timeout, Caden Cato remains on the sideline. Hudson Cooper with the catch. And you see this Grimsley program putting the finishing touches on what could be a 6th straight league championship.
Correct. Great out route, great throw but low. Just nice job, a little sprint action.
But certainly worth noting, Caden Cato, one of the captains on offense, great player. Off the field, evaluated tonight. They'll need him for state title run to try to repeat.
Hopefully all's well.
Good run here for Michael Williams, carving through the Dudley defense. And it's kind of been receiver by committee with Alex Cooper out the last few weeks. Cato, of course, not going to finish this game, but Battle, Barnes, they've all stepped up, moving from defense to offense.
Yeah, I think just rolling them in and rolling them out. I mean, it's kind of nice that you got the depth to do it. And it's not, sometimes depth's good till you got to play it. But they got depth that's good to play. Great job up front. Good push by Salmons, Neal, and Miller right there. Right, the three guys up in the gut.
Best group of linemen they've had in 3 years here at Grimsley. Darryl Brown loves that cohesiveness up the middle. And here comes Hudson Cooper staying in play. There goes Cooper. But we have a flag. Hold on. Nostradamus Snow predicts a hold.
Kind of can tell by where it's at, right? Man, I've seen a few games. Let's see. Drum roll.
Fouls at the 14-yard line. Holding call against Orley. Back to 24. It'll still be good enough for another Worthy first down.
Negated a good play on the perimeter. But sometimes you hold, that's what happens. Again, counter, perimeter screen. Good call. Good call by the official. Nobody wants to hear that, but that happens.
We're all about teaching good technique on this broadcast.
Keep your hands inside.
It does result in a first down, but it negates the score. Another short pass to Battle. He spins out of a tackle and almost gets 10 yards right back.
Yeah, nice job. Just through the hitch, try to make Battle, let him make a play, try to get vertical, see what happens. Good job by the defense on making the tackle.
This Grimsley offense, it was a slow first quarter, but ever since they have found a lot of rhythm.
Yeah, you know, the drive coming out of half, and they went 3 and out, and that was a big deal, but then after that, it's been on. Floodgates have opened.
Thanks to the freshman who feeds his tailback. And Michael Williams will get inside the 10.
Yeah, good push up front, but hey, the Dudley defense did a good job there. Staying square, finding a way to make a stop, and got to try to hold them out here.
Grimsley, who will play Ben L. Smith next week. They have an opportunity here to run the gauntlet for 3 straight regular seasons before getting a bye and gearing up for the playoffs.
Which is amazing to know that you've gone that long without losing the regular season game.
Play action. Low goes end zone. Nice coverage against Howerton back there.
A little play action. Again, I think down here you got to continue to work on things that you would use down the road. Not to say, I mean, there's still time left, but that's something you're going to end up trying to do. And little things. Keep working on the little things.
And these Dudley cheerleaders, even down 3 scores, they're performing their hearts out down there in the red zone.
Getting at it. I love it. It's awesome.
It's nonstop.
Yes. I promise you I could do what they're doing for about 5 minutes. I couldn't breathe. I mean, they were working.
I think the over-under might be 2.5 minutes. Here's Battle on the jet sweep. And he takes the pop and dives forward. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, big play. Good job. Strung them out. And was it my man Cotton again?
Oh, yeah. Devin Cotton.
Yeah, he's been everywhere.
They call him a freak athlete. 15 sacks, 30 tackles for loss.
He plays with a high motor. Like, I like you to watch him when they run counter and he's away from it and he chases it down. That tells you, I mean, it means something to him. And that sells when it comes to the next level.
Sets up a 4th down opportunity for Grimsley. They've trusted their offense all night. Williams. And Cotton got him. But he's in. Touchdown, Grimsley.
A little zone action. Put it in the zone.
And that'll be the finishing touches on a Grimsley run for the regular season here in this Metro Conference on a rental home with a triad touchdown.
Yeah. That finishes it off. I mean, it was going to be tough anyway, and now you put that in, and here you are. Now it's one of those things figuring out. Got to be careful the rest of the game. Try to make sure you take care of your people because you're going to need everybody in the playoffs.
Those playoffs begin the first week of November. And new this year, Selection Monday.
Awful.
Well, we'll leave that at that. But
I'm sorry.
It'll gear up until Friday's first round of the playoffs, and the extra point's good.
I'm sorry.
No, you have a fair point. Fair point.
Sorry. I'm not talking about anybody, but just as a coach, trying to plan makes it rough.
We'll adjust it for next year after this 61-yard drive in 4.5 minutes.
Try not to get nobody in trouble.
Note to self, don't ask Adrian about the playoff selection dates for the next broadcast. Okay. Noted.
I understand it's tough for a lot of people to how to get it done. But
and how about tonight's Norris Automotive drive of the game? Norris Automotive, they're family-owned and operated since 1963. Good opening drive here for Grimsley.
Yeah. Nice job. Good job. Great run. I mean, just got, again, speed and space. Did a good job. Little jet sweep here. Got them in there. Got to find a way to make it happen. And then they can put it in the zone right here.
And then old Cooper comes in and punches it in.
Slash.
An immediate first score to counter the Dudley opening touchdown.
Coach is feeling a little bit better right now, isn't he?
Yeah, his halftime interview would have made you wonder what the future is, but fresh off at 100 wins in his career, his team responded with 4 straight scores.
Again, Guilford County's got 2 great coaches here. They do it the right way, and they're great people, first and foremost.
Darrell Brown's program on senior night. A signature performance with a league title coming. Here's the fumbled return, and then a big hit out past the 15.
Here we go. See if you can get something positive kind of going into this thing. Again, they got an open date next week. You know, you want to kind of go in at least, hey, we put some stuff together, and here we go. See what happens. Coach Best is a good man. He has I get to go over there a lot and get to see his sweet little daughter, Zoe. Oh, she's amazing. She's a good one. I enjoy going to see her. Good smile.
The inside scouting report with Adrian Snow, who's all over the place.
Everywhere. You don't want me to see. You don't want to see me now, though. You start seeing me now, that means your season's over with.
That means we got some equipment pickups going on.
Correct.
Fresh set of downs for Dudley, who has the bye next week, and then the playoffs coming up. They'll feed a freshman tailback here, or pardon me, senior tailback. Isaiah Southern comes into the game.
It's good to get some guys some touches and get to be a part of it.
Just the 8th carry of the year for Isaiah, getting some opportunities here in the fourth quarter.
You know, and they come out there and they practice real hard too, and it was a good chance, a good job they get out there and get a little touch.
Well, Dudley had a tie game early in the third, but that 77-yard score broke the game open.
Yeah, then the floodgates opened up and it was on.
There's second and short. And trying to stretch that outside. Not much room.
Yeah. Not a little, as we said, a little tough sledding up in there now.
Cassie Barnes, who had the interception with the stop.
Yeah, he's everywhere. Again, we talked about moving him from safety, moving down to nickel, outside backer. He's long, and that helps.
Position, we'll just put all next time on the graphic.
Yeah, right, yeah.
There's only too many positions you can put Cassie Barnes out there.
Player. Put him where you need him, and he'll make a play.
Who does that remind you of? Do you have a player you coach that you could just put all over the field and make plays?
Jaquan McMillan.
Oh, yeah. NFL career for him.
Yeah.
Here's the running game, and that's enough for a first down.
Jaquan was one of those, he was where the ball was offensively, defensively, kicking game, and this kid reminds me a lot of him.
Coaching staff, bus driver.
Yeah, he could do it.
Delivery guy.
Yeah. Sell popcorn at halftime if you need him to.
Homecoming court.
Yeah, been there, done that. Let's go.
Keep the band in rhythm.
Yeah, get it done. Let's go.
As West Forsyth wrapped up the Central Piedmont Conference title tonight. And now a timeout for Grimsley.
We got a timeout by the Whirlies.
Presentation of the championship trophy as well as the MVP award by the Great American Rivalry Series.
So we wrap up our regular season next week, and an entertaining matchup at that. First of all, it's a Halloween game, so get your costumes out on the 31st. And Reagan and East Forsyth, they battle for second place in the Central Piedmont. Check that game out on My 48, of course, our YouTube and Facebook page. We'll enjoy it. We'll have some fun Halloween stories for you next Friday night.
Two great programs, two great coaches. There should be a good one. Snow might even show up. You never know.
And the winner of that game gets a great seed in the playoffs in the 7A part of the state.
Yep. Helping the RPI ratings.
But these two teams could face Grimsley in a matter of weeks. You saw big DJ Page get some first reps on the defensive line coming in.
Love it.
A lot of new faces, new running back as well. A nice gain there on first down.
Good run. You know, I think it's a good thing that right now you're getting a lot of kids to play.
There's the freshman running back, Christian Ford, getting his first reps.
Yeah, it's good. Get there and get a little burn.
Christian is a new face to this program. Just joined the team in league play. He's got some explosive running ability.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, that's good. Got him in there and get him going. Being a freshman, get to play in a game like this, it's nice.
Yeah, we think of Brody Lowe as a freshman. Not every freshman can handle those moments perfectly.
No. Lights are a little brighter on Friday night.
Especially on TV as we hit the final 2 minutes of this fourth quarter. Back to Christian. Was turning his legs pretty well. Gets the first down there. Gain of 7.
Yeah, good push. Got him a first down. Moving the chains.
On a night where DJ Reader returned, honoring the sports complex after him. Faison Brandon gets invited to the Navy All-American game. And a league title being handed out tonight, along with our Capital Medals trophy post-game with Hannah.
Yeah, a lot of positives.
If we can find her, if she doesn't get trampled on the way over there.
Yeah, I don't know where she's at. The Reader thing, that's good to see people give back. The place was good to him, and he's being good to it, which is nice.
There's fun connections at the high school level that just means so much. And this place was sold out when things got started. It's kind of fizzled out in the last 2 minutes, but
it is.
Great atmosphere. A rivalry that now will be every year with both teams in the same conference moving forward.
Yeah, it helps. I think it'll only grow. You know, I mean, there was like a 9-year hiatus, right? But now it'll continue to grow because they're in the league, and both of them will do well, continue to do well. And, you know, they're going to go to different levels in the playoffs. So, you know, they won't meet again until next year.
It was Hayden Rogers on the stop. Dudley heads to the 6A playoffs in 2 weeks. And Grimsley, they'll be the title favorites in the 7A division. Of course, 8A is the highest level. That's
Correct.
all population-based in North Carolina.
Correct. All about numbers.
For the next 4 years, and then they'll vote and decide how to figure it out 4 years from now.
There's rumblings that they might do it every 2 years.
Oh, my goodness.
Which will be, you know, which is fine. I mean, because, again, there's a lot of fluctuating. New schools, new things could change it, so you just never know.
Well, an old rivalry that renews tonight, 50 all-time meetings. There was a good one in that first half. And the Grimsley Whirlies continue their state's best, 25-game win streak. There's your league champions in the Metro 6-7. Grimsley holds on in this second half. Dudley, a lot of fight late, but here's Grimsley. They're showing why they're one of the best teams in the country with a dominant second-half win.
Just did a great job, found a way to get going, and did an amazing job. Coach Brown, I know he's excited after coming out after halftime. Played well.
We're going to go to break and hear from the winning program when we return. Dudley Grimsley, good to have it back on the calendar here on My 48. Welcome back to Jamison Stadium. Here's our Caring Hands play of the game, and it's 77 yards explosive.
What a big play. And when they needed it, big run.
Caring Hands Home Health. Put your loved ones in our Caring Hands. There's Ty Shoemake, talented sophomore, going to work.
Yeah, Coach has been touted how good he's been doing and showed it on that play right there.
So from a great play to how about a great player, Winston-Salem Fairgrounds player of the game, Hudson Cooper, making things happen.
A man slash. Just getting it done, whether it's wide receiver, whether it's quarterback, putting it in good players' hands, and he shows them why you want him out there.
One on the ground, one on the air. Some great plays on special teams as well.
Yeah, good throw, good catch on 4th down, and made it happen.
And let's go down to Hannah Brady.
Well, Coach, you told me at the half you didn't like what you were seeing out there in the first half. Just how did you flip the script?
I didn't hear the last part of the question.
You told me at the half
you
didn't like what you were seeing out there. How did you flip the script?
No, I mean, I thought our guys responded well. They scored early in the second half to tie the game, and then from that point on, we really settled in and played well. Played well defensively the last quarter and a half, and then started to make some plays offensively. And really, we just, we hurt ourselves a lot. But I give a lot of credit to Dudley. They played really hard, and they got a really good football team.
Speaking of making plays, we've got to talk about our player of the game tonight, Hudson Cooper, just making catches for you left and right. Just talk about his game and the receiving core.
No, I mean, we got a veteran receiving core for sure, and those guys have stepped up a lot in Faison's absence and helped Brody out a lot, and all of them guys are capable of making big-time plays, and Hudson continues to do it week in and week out.
I got to give another shout-out to Ty Shoemake, his longest run of the season so far, 77 yards. Just what about your run game did you like, too?
Well, we felt like there was some things that we could do, and then again in the third quarter after that first series, we kind of established ourselves up front. Ty did a great job of hitting that thing down the hill, and then made a couple of cuts off blocks by DJ and Hudson there, and Nick Cashabera on that side, and he did the rest from there.
Now, the last time that you played Dudley, that was 9 years ago, and they won here inside Jamison Stadium. You pick up a win here 9 years later. How did this team leave their mark tonight?
It was a great win for us. I mean, it was a big-time game, conference championship game, and we knew it was going to be tough. There was nothing about it that was going to be easy, and we knew how well coached they are and how hard they were going to play. But proud of our guys for, kind of like battling through some adversity and not playing well early, but then responding late when we had to. So just kind of shows the character of our team.
Well, Coach, I'm going to let your daughter, Gracie, present you with this trophy. And congratulations on being tonight's Friday Night Rivals game winners. Congrats.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
The energy's a little subsided. We got to get them going a little bit more. Gracie, get out there. Get them energized. We need some juice.
That's what you do.
That's the perks of being league champs. They know. Reigning state champs.
Yeah, that's what's big. That's what's important. And that's how he is. He's already thinking about he's got to get everything up, clean up, and be ready to go do it next week.
We want to take a moment to thank our sponsors, Capital Metals, for making things happen, Cook Rentals, Mountain Fried Chicken, and our high schools and their administrators who support these broadcasts. Friday Night Rivals Game of the Weeks. There are so many pieces involved in this. We talked about next week's game, but Halloween Friday, 7:30, East Forsyth, Reagan. Check us out then. What a fun night for high school football here in Greensboro. The inner-city battle, and Grimsley's win streak continues. 25 straight in a game that has some big history to it. This time it goes to Grimsley. Thanks for joining us on My48. Adrian Snow, Hannah Brady, Evan Budrovich. We'll see you next week, Halloween Friday. Get dressed up for some high school football here on My48. Thanks for joining us, and have a great weekend.
So here I am to give it all I got. This is the big time, ready to say go.